Welcome to the treasure room.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Prepare for vault door opening.
Oh man, did we have lots of fun last week, everybody. Welcome to the stream. My name is Kismet. They call me the Gaming Tycoon. We played all of these games behind me and a whole lot more. We're going to be doing some Medieval Dynasty today. We're going to be giving it one more go. We've done a whole bunch of stuff in-game. We're going to try to build out our farms and also a bit of our animals. And try to build up some cash. We're trying to build up a fishing empire. We're going to see if we can get that going today. Now, we have ours slightly accelerated to make it a little bit quicker so we can kind of play through the game, get a gist of it. A lot of fantastic games out there. You are right over there. As well as, boom, there it is right there. We got it ready to go. I see Dio's in the chat. All right, she's ready to go as well. Let me get my my thing properly muted. There we go. We're gonna get into that in just a second. So gonna be super fun. We've got a whole entire area to develop over there, and you can have up to 70 buildings, and we've got tons and tons of villagers going on. So if you're not familiar with Medieval Dynasty, basically what you're doing is you're creating a village, and then that village is populated by villagers that you request to join the group. And so each of those villagers you can assign to different tasks, which I'll show you our various villagers and what they're doing. So I've restarted several times to kind of get the gist of the beginning of the game. And we've been kind of filling it out to where we have enough people to do a lot of the jobs instead of us going and collecting the wood and us collecting the water and the food and all of that. They're pretty much doing that. Of course, there's a few things that we're doing as the actual, leaders of the village. And that's like doing the gardening. And then I just got the animals. So we're going to make animal pins and all of that kind of fun stuff. For all of those. But really, all the rest of it is done by the villagers themselves. So very much like a simulation game, like an Age of Empires or a game of that nature, but of course in full 3D. So highly recommend the game. Super, super fun. I've also, of course, overridden things like stamina and being overburdened and all of that. Again, just to accelerate our gameplay. Now, last week when we played this, we played it for like 14 hours straight, everybody. It was a long time. We're not going to be doing that today. We're going to be going for a few hours. We had a lot of long streams lately, everybody. We're going to be going for a few hours. Then I'm going to rest up and then come back and we're going to do some Fallout 4. We're trying to push forward our Fallout 4 run further in because we've got to do our mega builds, and then we've got to do a whole bunch of stuff. And I got to work on my schedule and a whole bunch of other things as well. So we'll see how it goes. Now, put a 1 in the chat if you can't see and hear me. Again, I'm streaming live to 5 different platforms at the same time. Ah, man. And we had so much fun. If you missed it, we had a massive amount of fun in Eco and then also in 7 days. Man, that 7 days run is a rough run, everybody. We're just so far behind. We're like day 30 plus, and we haven't even got defenses up yet. Haven't got that concrete going. Man, I really got to work hard on that one next Saturday to try to catch up a bit. To even have the proper defenses to keep us from being overwhelmed each time. Because there was a lot of mobs. And I was like, whoa, this is a huge spawn of mobs. And then they were all over the place. So it's hard to repair in a bunch of different directions. And so they flooded our base yet again. So yeah, not good. Not good. Plus we need ammo, we need a chemistry bench, we need all these things. That normally, if we're playing the normal game, we're day 7 or day 21 or even day 28 before we have most of that stuff running. So I blame it to a bunch of bad starts, kind of threw the team off, and then we had trouble finding a trader. Then when we did find a trader, the whole entire wall was not very good, not a very good defense, and so on. So we're having probably the sketchiest run we've ever had in 7 days. But we'll rise to the challenge, as we always do, everybody. So it's always fun to watch, too. Always fun to watch when we're behind. And this is something I talk about in 7 days all the time. That if you get too far behind, the mobs will overwhelm you. There's just no way you can defend if they're breaking through the walls of your base all the time. And, of course, I'm only one person, so I can only repair over here. But if they're attacking from 4 sides, I can't be over there. So next time, we're going to have other people repairing as well. That'd probably be useful. But really what we need to do is get those walls upgraded. We'll work on all that next Saturday. And again, my schedule pretty much the same as it is last week. We're going to be playing some Medieval Dynasty and then some Fallout 4 on Sunday night tonight, and then Monday night as well. And then all the other stuff all week long. Let's say hello to everybody in the chat. Then we're going to go ahead and dive in. We got Foggy in the chat. What up, Foggy? Appreciate you. He's going to be watching the chat today, my awesome mod. Looking after all you all. AMZ coming in saying, ready to go. All right, awesome. Also, we're going to dive in here in a second. Harm coming in. What up, Harm? Thanks for being in the chat. Appreciate you. I see all those ones in the chat there. Appreciate that. Big time. What up, Rotisserie G? Herb coming in as well. Appreciate everybody coming in and chilling out in the channel. Yeah, let's see if my live space is working over here. Nope, not working. Well, I mean, it's streaming to there, but my chat doesn't want to reload. Let's reload it again. Aha, there we go. Let's try and see if we can get that going. Yeah, there we go. Okay. It's tricky having 5 chats at the same time. I actually have a thing that combines all the chats, but because Twitch doesn't let you do that, I can't show all the other chats, but I can show the Twitch chat. That I can show. But I can see all the chats combined into one on my end. So that's why I like to make sure they're all working before the stream starts, so we can just dive right in and have some fun playing some games. Just like this. Let's go. All right. Now we're going to be going ahead and loading the game. We're going to be going into co-op over here. And then I need to copy this code. So I'm going to go ahead and do that for a second, and then we'll copy code. There we go. And we'll give that code to Dio. Dio. All right. Why does it truncate all the names like that? Right there. Boom. Okay. We got that going. Lots of button clickies to get that going, and so you guys can see again. All right, start, go. Go. So what I'm doing is reloading a previous game that we did, and we're going to jump on in, and I gave the code to Dio, so Dio can get in as well. Hello, Ebs. Thanks for coming in and hanging out. I see you there. And we're going to get it going on. Get it going on. We need that auger too in 7 days. we're so we're so awkwardly behind that's all I think about. It's like, oh man, I need that thing, and I need the stuff, and the thing, and the stuff. All right, well, we're playing this game right now. Let's focus. This is our awesome village. Now, me and Dio built this up, and I like this configuration way better. And this is where we put the food house right here and the storage right here in the very beginning. Because this is where the two buildings that me and Dio going in and out of probably the most. She's got an awesome farm over here, but we are going to...
I could really do with a drink.
My God, it's thirsty. We're going to really put that to shame today as we build out a giant farm. And also, we have a bunch of animals back here that I got right at the end of the stream, which is really fun. We've got to have the ability to feed these little duckies. Look at them, they're so cute, little goslings. We've also got pigs out here. We've got chickens and who knows what. They're all free range, as you can see. They're just wandering around. We've got donkeys over here, and eventually we're going to try to get some horses as well. Let's see if we can get that done today. We're going to need lots of cash to do that, though. Now, all of these people standing around, like that lady, they all do something. They're like collecting wood or doing stone or whatever it is. They're doing a lot of that kind of stuff straight away. And oh, let me unmute myself. Hey, Dio.
Good morning. Or afternoon, whatever.
Well, it's morning to me because I just got up. Just got up just a bit ago because wow, man, I've been streaming a lot, everybody. I've been streaming a lot, been doing long streams. So we've also got workbenches, forges, all sorts of stuff, kitchen there, where they're making tools, they're collecting resources, doing all that stuff. Now you have a management window that you manage all of your people. You see right here. We have a whole bunch of people doing a whole bunch of, wow, that guy is a level 10 miner right there. Very cool. You can sort by profession just by clicking up here, and you can see that these farmers, I think they need seeds or something of that nature. Dio's been doing the farming, and I've been kind of micromanaging the people here. She's got her own groups of farmers that she micromanages, and we have a bunch of extra people just chilling out in the settlement that we can go ahead and assign where we need them to work. But we need bigger farms so that we can feed all these animals that we just got. And of course, we can also go buy feed and all of that. But we have a big, gigantic area over here that pretty much not doing much just across the river here. So I thought this would be kind of fun to build up, say, a nice fence line around here, especially along the outside so no wolves come across the water and try to get us. Oh, wow, look at all this, straw over here. We can grab all this, too. But we can go ahead and make ourselves some big farms over here, and just massive farms, and then maybe have the animals on the interior here. Look at this guy backwards. It's magic. Uh-oh, it's magic when I'm with you. Just floating across there. All right. You do you, guy. And there's a little bit of a kind of swamp river coming through here. So can't necessarily do much with that, but we can work over here and kind of move these animal pens over here as well. And again, I can't be overburdened or any of that kind of stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and start with a little bit of a gate. Let's try just a stick gate.
Oh, sorry.
Unlike that. What's up?
So I got up to the donkey, and when I come up to the donkey, it has a option to open a saddlebag. And I was like, well, he's not wearing any, but I put an apple on him.
Oh, well, maybe it's just not visible.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So the donkey can hold stuff.
Yeah, I wonder if we can put him like on a cart and stuff and have him pull stuff too. That'd be kind of cool. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out gates right now. I'm going to start with a nice...
that's what I said. That's why I went. Never mind. Go ahead. Keep on. I'll shush.
No worries, no worries. We got lots of cash too. I got like 1,600 gold on me. All right, we're going to start with some gates, and then we're going to start with some fence line. Let's do that. All right, stick fences and stick gates. Okay, so now we have a gate. We can go ahead and put a stick gate down. Let's say right over here. And I'm going to start with a gate and see how that goes. And then, that does not look like a gate to me. maybe I have to build it. Let's go back and try some fences. That's the first time I've tried any fences, and let's see if the fences need to be, say, like this, and then maybe this way. See what we can get away with this way, and not be very long. Huh. Go that way, but it doesn't want to go this way. Cannot be placed in water. Low stick fence. Yeah, it thinks that this part right here is water, so probably all this.
Yeah, that's
is
the only
water
one we
there.
have unlocked. Is this time? It's not going to keep animals in this low stick fence.
I'm just trying to get the mechanics of how it works right now, and then we'll do bigger fences. All right. So, my thing's not working again. Oh boy, hold on. Gotta fix my mouse. Because I gotta have that thing auto launch.
Can I bother you for some coins so I can go get some fertilizer to sow the seeds that we have?
Oh, sure. Let me fix my mouse real quick here, and I'll be ready.
Yeah, go right ahead.
All right. See if my thing's working. All right, there we go. My mouse buttons on the side are not working. Let's see. Are you standing right next to me? No. Okay, let's put this. I gotta run over here and drop off some of this cash. And we'll put it right here in the first house. Cash. All right, let's say. There we go. 700 ought to do it. All right, there we go. 700 in that first house. Okay. Back to what I'm doing. Okay, so just trying to learn the mechanics of what I need to do. So yes, it is basically where you have to put it down and then build it. Now, another thing you can do is go in and remove the fence and see where I can build. So obviously can't build right there because this is a low kind of swamp, and you can see this is like a washout area. So we're going to go ahead and move a little bit further to the side, maybe. I wonder how far over I need to be. Let's go ahead and, again, try some fences. And again, I'm just trying the cheap fences to get started to see where I can go. Kind of feel like it's going this way, so maybe just a little bit over this way. It'll get, yes, okay, there we go. So we can do that. Now we're just trying to figure out how big of an area we need. So let's say something like this and something like that. I wonder if I could switch. I never even tried that. If I could switch in the middle of what I'm doing, like if I'm doing this, and then no, I have to right click out, and then I was going to see if I could switch to gates in the middle of building the thing, but it doesn't look like. Oh, now my thing is too small. Yeah, I should have done the gate first. All right, so just kind of testing the mechanics here first, and then I want to go in and actually delete this last part here. There we go. And then, man, trying to get back into it, because this game is really awesome, but it does have mechanics that you need to have a general idea of how they work. And then, I guess I just have to put that like that. All right. All right, and then we'll check out how our fences are working, and how do I just bump the fence? I guess I just bumped the fence. Okay, just bumping the fence. Looking good. All right. Now again, it's just the I'm just using the cheap fence to get an idea of all the other stuff. It's not like you hit E and you go in the fence or anything. You just bump it to go in and out. Okay, so now that we've got kind of the gist of that, we'll take that back out. There we go. And we'll go ahead and figure out what we're going to do. Now, of course, this is good for maybe my ducklings, but it's not going to be good for donkeys and larger animals like horses. So, and there goes my wooden hammer. And so, getting my hammer going. Right over there. Oops, nope. Destroy it. There we go. And now we got the gist of fences. Right there. Okay, delete, delete, delete. Okay, now let's try a bigger fence. We're going to go into our fences over here, and we have our log fences, our plank fences, our stone fences, and then iron fences. Now, we could probably do iron fences, but it does cost $1,500 to get those going. So it would probably be best just to go with our log fences here. Now, these cost $500. Oh, boy, okay. $500 to get those bigger fences going, but this one's $500. This one, a log cross buck fence, rail fence. This one's $800, and then this is like palisade, which is what typically you do on the side. So definitely we need to make some cash here to try to get these going. Now, if I do that, I probably won't be able to do the larger gates because I'm going to need to get those gates as well. So yeah, doing the larger stuff is definitely costly. Very costly, so sadly won't be able to do that right now because I don't have the cash. Don't have the cash for that, but I do have the ability to go in and do some farms over there. So, really what we want to do, maybe we should just do some regular fence line until we have the cash. Some cheap fences first. Stick fence to get a general idea of where we want our pins, and then come back and build out real nice fence. So I'm not going to actually build the fences this time, just kind of get an idea again where I want them to be. And let's say this will be number 1. I forget how many animal pins we have. Let's go see management. Oh, someone's already in there. All right, we'll come back to that. So we got one fence, and that fence, of course, will lead to the next fence, which is what I've tried to figure out, which is to do one fence and then butt up another fence next to that. So you just get close to it, I would imagine. And then a little bit of this right there. All right. That's 2. And let's see. All right, animals. There we go. We got chicken, geese, pigs, donkeys. And then the other thing that we need, our hens need some feed. The other thing that we need is horses. So I think that would be the 5th thing. We can look in pins. That's where it is. Yes. So we go to buildings, animals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So actually there's 8 things we can do. And I don't know if we're going to have enough time to do them all, but we're going to try to. Because again, we're only going to go for a few hours today, so we're just going to fool around a bit with just some basic fences. And again, just try to get the thing. So total, we need a total of 8. So we'll call this number, that'd be number 3. And yeah, I always like to kind of pre-think things out ahead of time so that you have basically an idea of what you want. So these are going to be for the smaller animals. Obviously, horses, you want to have a bigger area. 1, 2, 3. That was 3. This would be 4. And we need to extend our road here too. 4 there. And we want to run our road way across here. So let's get our road in here. And we are going to run this all the way over here until we hit the swamp area, to where it's going to say, sorry, you can't go anymore that way. There we go. And so you can make roads, and you can design your whole entire village in such a way. However, you can do it fancy or just do it straight up like I'm doing. I really go fancy when I'm first doing stuff. It just giving me a general idea of how to play the game, which is fun. 1, 2, 3, and this would be 4. So now we need 4 more. And I could put the animals there, or I can back them up back to back I'm trying to make sure I have plenty of space for these farms over here. So that's probably what I would do, is back them up like this and just create a kind of dual pin here, because that takes the least amount of room. And then also it's not too far away from the base, so you know you're not getting your animals attacked, hopefully, as much. Now again, these fences are not the final fences. I'm just specking out the area. And then once I figure out where the animal fences are, I can figure out where I'm going to put the farm. So there we go. Just like that. And then we still got to remove all of this other stuff as well. I think that gives a general idea. And then, of course, the one at the end, we could put, we could do something like this. And then maybe the end one be larger if we wanted to, but I think that might be okay for horses for right now. Now, each of these have their own like building that goes along with it. Their own building that goes along with it. That goes with that particular animal. Now, our animals right now are just free range. They're just wandering around the town and whatnot. Now, see, that doesn't cost me anything to do. It doesn't cost me any wood because I'm not actually physically building that thing out. And let's say that's where our thing is going to be. Now, what we want to do is kind of create a road there that kind of lines up to all of that. And the cool thing is you can put your roads in and then also take them out as well. So let's go ahead and put a little crossroad, say right over here from this road area. And then we're going to bring that straight across and see if it lets us do that. What can we do? I think we're hitting the water here. Maybe this way. Let's go ahead and do some. Oh, okay, or not. All right. And let's say to here. Then let's see if it lets us get away with something here. No, this is definitely going into the water. Oh. Let's try that. There we go. Just trying to get past that point in which it'll let me build a little path there. There we go. And then up to here. Wow, that actually worked. All right, awesome. Sometimes you never know, everybody. All right, and then again, that specs that out just a bit, just so I'll know, kind of like, okay, this side is the animal side. All right, there we go. So now we've got lots of room for our animals over there. And then the other side here is going to be a massive amount of gardens. And we have lots of room here along this edge. And so, again, we're just kind of specking it out, not really worried about the actual fence that I'm using, more about, hey, this is where the edge of this thing is. So we're going to go ahead and just do something like this so we can see where the edge of where it can be built. So we'll inset that just a little bit from the edge and do something like this and something like that. And again, just keeping a little bit away from the edge, just in case you want to build a palisade or a big fence there. Also visually lets me see where the edges of the island is. Right over here. I always suggest kind of pre-thinking this stuff out because you can definitely run into trouble later on. This just helps you visualize your overall space. Let's see. Let's go here, and then we'll go ahead and see where the edge of this is this way. So yeah, this is definitely too far that way. All right, so let's go ahead and say, let's start our fence from over here. Actually, let's do our road. Do our road from right here. So let's say right here, and we're just going to run it as straight as we can toward that fence line. All right, there we go. And that's kind of hard to see because of all the trees, and it's getting dark. Trying to get this done before it gets dark. All right, let's say backing up this way. And as you can see, I've built a lot of bases, everybody. And that's how you get a general gist of that. So again, if we go too far, we can just say, okay, went too far here. Just go along and just take all of this fence line out here. Now, of course, I could also build around here, very much like other villages that have their stuff built out. We could build a gigantic wall to hold everybody in, like that one is right over there. Because that's a village that we start at, and then we build our own. And then, of course, that would protect all of our animals. So, very nice. Now, of course, I would probably start closest to the village because otherwise you got to run all the way to that other side. So we definitely want to eventually migrate, if we have enough time today, migrate the animals over there and then migrate the farms over here as well. Now, I'll see if I have a torch. Let's make one just in case. And then bring up my torch. There we go. And that gives us a general idea there. And then let's say over here, we do a little bit of stick fences along here, just to give us that edge to see where we can get away with, let's say, something like that. All right, nice. Nice, okay. And we can pick up all this stuff that's on the ground and get that out of the way. Hold down Alt, and that I have a function that allows me to see what's on the ground. And as we can see, we got a ton of stuff on the ground here. All right, so the next thing to do is to figure out how we're going to do these land plots for our feed and other stuff as well. So we're going to get into that farming, and we need our fields, and then we also have orchards as well. Now, I'm just going to start with the general kind of, here's where we're starting the fields, and then really, this is Dio's thing. I'm just trying to kind of get my animals in place first, and then we can work together on where these fields are. Farming, fields, let's go this way, there we go, and see what it lets us do. How big of a field can we make here? 7 by 6, 6 by 6. Let's see. And run into a tree. Obstacles in the building sites. Okay, so we don't really know because there's obstacles in the way. So let's go ahead and make an axe. And we're going to work on clearing obstacles here. Let's do that over here. We're going to clear all of these. Now, one of the things that I do is I hold down Alt, and then I kind of clean up the area, right? So now we have a general idea of where we're working, and where we can see the road. All right, there we go. So let's pick up all this stuff. We don't want to waste all this good resources that are here. So I'm going to spend some time doing that. Now, we're almost done with the season, so we're going out of summer into fall. And so we're just going to go ahead and do as much as we can tonight, and then it's going to kick us into the next season. It has 4 seasons, just like in real life. And each of those seasons have like different stuff you can plant. Obviously, colder during the winter time. And then you can go ahead and insulate your buildings. But all of that stuff comes at a cost. So what you really need to do is get the ability for you to make a bunch of money. And make that money allows you to unlock the various different patterns, as you saw with the gates there. Same thing with food and other resources like that you're producing. We can go ahead and produce that stuff and then sell it to the villagers, and then we, of course, can use that to unlock different things. Now, again, we have it highly accelerated, everybody. We're just going to be spending a little bit of time today, not too much time, no 14 hours like last time, try to get this going. So half the cash I gave to Dio. I was going to save some to buy some fence stuff, but it's a little expensive for right now. I'd rather put it into seeds for right now, because we got to get our get our seeds going before the end of the day, before the end of the season. All right, and she's working on that. What else do I need to do here? Let's see. Axe into my hand. That's what I'm trying to do. Simple stone axe. Yes. Okay, we're gonna put that as, let's put as number 1 for right now. All right, now we're gonna chop down some trees. So we got a tree in the way, so we have to cut the tree down. And there's 2 things you can do. You can cut the tree down and then get the wood from that tree. And then you can also go in and use your shovel to take the... if it does it. It's my shovel. There we go. And you can use your shovel to take out the stump. Now, the reason why I take out the stump is because I'm going to build there. Right? I'm going to build there, and then you hit these a couple times, and then you got some logs. Now, in the beginning, you have to pick up all these logs. But I got a whole entire village full of peeps who are over there collecting logs for us right now. So we don't really need to do that. We just need to get over here. Oh, and there's the season. And see, Dio's going to get... we failed some quests there. That's okay. We can always get more.
Yeah, the foxes. I couldn't get them in time.
No biggie. All right. So again, now it's daytime, so we can work a little bit easier. All right. Now all these people are getting up, and they're going to go and do their job. And I'm going to run back over here. Now it kicks me back to my house, and then it kicks Dio back to town. But you can see now that it's been prepped a little bit, and we've kind of removed most of the stuff there. Now we just need to get these trees out of the way. And you can customize the game however you want. You can go in and adjust the settings, whether you want it to be harder or easier, that kind of thing. And I love the whole town building thing. I think that's pretty awesome. Highly enjoy doing the town building. And again, since we have this wide open area here, this would make a great farm area. And I'm just going to test the limits of what can be done, especially on farm plot size, farming, there we go, and see what happens with that. All right, there we go. So let's see how long we can go. All right, that's like 16 long. Can we go wide? How wide? Oh, mama. Yeah, we could go real big there. So yeah, 16 by 8, 16 by 10. Holy mackerel. All right. Yeah, we can go big, baby. We go big over here. All right. So 16 by 16. I go 17, 16. This size limit reached. Okay, I've found the maximum size of a thing. It is 16 by 16 for a farm plot. And thus, I just made you one. So there we go. So, yes, that is a massive, massive farm over here. And again, the reason why I'm using this area because it's a large area, and we've already kind of pre-cleared it already. So that is a very, very large farm. All right. Now, let's do it again. So we're going to go ahead and pick up all this stuff over here, and we're going to try to create another 16 by 16 farm. Now, the real problem is seeds. We need enough seeds, and we need enough stuff to get it going. Oh, and we need the building. We need the building in between as well. Let's do that right now while I'm thinking about it. We need a farming shed so that she can control the farming shed. Let's say, right there. Actually, I could probably put it up by the road. That'd be a good idea. Let's take this out of the way. So, farming shed. We need over here. Oh, of course, the tree's in the way. Of course. Get this tree out of here. Now, again, this part takes a while to, like, collect the trees. And this is the stuff you do in the very beginning. And I love games that, in the beginning, you have to do it manually. And then you can automate it later. Which is really fun. So that's basically what you're doing. You're automating a lot of the tasks that you would do solo. Now, of course, there's a whole bunch of storyline and a whole bunch of other stuff as well, which we just kind of touched on a little bit. But basically, you're the leader of your village now, and you are trying to build up a village over time that can sustain itself. Now, I highly recommend dealing with the cold issue straight away so that you're not freezing all the time. Look at the leaves falling when I'm cutting it. That's cool. New building fold. Oh, for our sheeps. There we go. And then hit that a couple times. It's not like you got to hit that 50 times. It's just like a couple times and then you're good. All right, lots of mushrooms. All right, very nice, very nice. Get all of those, and again, we can hold down that Alt key. That's one of the skills that you can gather and get that going. All right, there we go. Look at this. Not grubbed up. What does that mean? Not grubbed up. Okay, I don't know. I think it means that we haven't tilled it yet. I'm not sure. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Me and Dio will figure it out. Let's see. Anything else back here? Yes, we've got this. We got this. Let's see. Where's
Dio
it?
knows. She won't tell you.
All right. Awesome. Oh, you can just tell me. That's okay. We're just gonna be playing today for a few hours. Does that mean
you are correct? It just means it's not tilled.
Ah, okay. I thought so. All right. Let's see. So, yeah, if you want to come take a look and see if this is looks good to you. I tried to back it up in such a way that, you know, you got the animals on one side, you got the farm on the other side. This is a massive farm, too. And then I'm going to put the buildings in between the two things so that we can manage the buildings, like the farm shed. And then we should be able to manage both fields from there. And maybe put a barn in as well, just beyond the animals here. And then we can manage the animals and the farm at the same time over here. All right. And then I got to go find... well, actually, I already have a bunch of extra peeps that you can use for the extended farm here as well. So another building, this time farming, and then... Let's say level. I'll probably get away with a level 2 barn. We don't need a level 1 at this point. All right, farming, barns. Just build a nice barn right there. All right, there we go. So now we got her thing there. We got that. And then maybe this whole other side here. We can get that going. And we also have that room for expansion. And I'm really wondering if we should just do smaller ones that are in certain rows or just one massive one. So we'll try a massive one here and see how that goes. And then go from there.
The farm management is really good and lets me just choose what goes where. So either way is fine.
All right, we'll just go big then. We'll just go max size. All right, I'm going to go ahead and build a little road around it as well. And I've kind of inset it so it's not right on the edge. So if any like bad animals come in and want to chomp on our animals, I put our animals on the inside just in case. There we go. So as you can see, I built a road, and then those roads kind of define where we have our farms, and we can always add more farms out there if we need to. But again, just in case any animals cross the river or any animals spawn out there, they don't attack our animals. And our animals are kind of insulated in toward where the town is. Now, of course, if they attack from the side or whatever, then we'll be in trouble. But really try to protect the animals so they'll produce the manure. And then, of course, the manure we use on the farm. And then we make food, and then the food then feeds the animals, right? So we have kind of a double win there. Now, of course, I could always expand this, but I think we're going to go with one giant farm there. And then I'm going to go ahead and build another building here. There we go. And as you can see, I have crazy tons of resources on me there that normally you could not carry. Everybody. Normally you can't carry, 1,400 sticks and things of that nature. And that's because I have it where you can be overburdened, you can carry tons of loot on you, and it just makes it a little bit, I think, go a little bit faster than running back and forth for resources. And I think a little bit more enjoyable if you're just casually playing. And the fact that they give you that option to kind of make it more of a casual play versus, your hardcore, I'm going to go and do it the hardest way possible, which is also something I love to do. For sure. For sure. All right, so we got that other barn over here. And then we're going to go ahead and manage some people here, give them a job. Let's see who's our best farmer. Not that great of farmers in here, but we'll do what we got to do. So we've got a barn over here, and so we're going to move them over there. And I've got a bunch of skills, or at least some skills, that I can learn. What am I really looking for here? 10% faster crafting in the sewing hut. Less stamina consumption during building. Well, I don't need stamina because I have it turned off. Faster crafting. From the sewing workbench, from the kitchen workbench. I don't know. I just spend it wherever at this point because I've got the point. I might as well spend them. There we go. Okay, so we got that, and we're assigning people. That's what we're doing. We're assigning people. They're not the greatest farmers. They're at 2, but at least we have some people doing their thing. Now, I also got to tell them what to do here in a second. And I hate people just standing around doing nothing because it comes at the cost of food and all of that other stuff. So they do get better at their job over time. So if we just assign all these people to doing this, and they will eventually get better at being a farmer and all of that stuff. All right, so we'll start with just 2 peeps. There we go. Doing that thing. Now we have to manage what's going on with those particular locations. So let's say farming. We've got our new barn, which just has 2 people. Like, what are they actually making? Are they making animal feed, oat grain, whatever? This is going to be for Dio. Dio's going to take care of all of that. And then the other one is our farming shed. And then our farming shed pretty much needs certain tools: hoe, bag, sickle, scythe, all of that kind of stuff. So that's what I have them making in the other location here. Oh, keep hitting tab instead of escape. And we have them doing various tools in the blacksmith. Let's mute those NPCs because they love to talk in my ear. Here in production at the smithy. All right, let's see what the smithy's doing right now. Copper bars, axes, stone pickaxes, and it might be the other one here. Let's see, what's this one doing? This one's doing mainly bars, but it's also doing hoes and sickles. And, okay, so we're doing those pretty good. We're getting like half of one, though. We'll see how long it takes for their... See, depending on how long it takes for their tool to break is how many tools we need to make to keep that going. And it does look like we have extras. We can also manually make those as well. Like, I can go in and make a bunch of manual ones for those. But whenever you add a building, you should consider, does it have the tools that it needs to do whatever it's doing? So, in this case, that needs... be managed, and then this one here again, hoe, bag, and sickle. So, bags are the other thing that we need to do. Let's go in and look at our production workshop and see what they're producing. So, buckets. It's not in there. Okay, it's in the sewing hut then. I know I've seen it. Yes, simple bag. Okay, so that simple bag requires leather. And so we need our people who are collecting food to also do leather. Because it definitely looks like we ran out. Now, our hunting lodge is awesome, everybody. These guys got like level 6 hunting. So they're kicking butt over there. Now, right now, we have it mostly on meat. And we can go ahead and crank that down a bit. That's making us lots of money, though. So we got to keep that in mind. But we definitely need the leather over here. So let's say 15 leather. And then a little bit of fur in there as well. And then just a little bit of feathers as well. So now, instead of just collecting just pure meat, now they're going to do leather, a little bit of fur, a little bit of feathers. And this way it allows us to make arrows from feathers. It allows us to make those bags from the so it makes arrows from feathers, bags from leather, fur is probably going to be clothing, and other things like that. So again, finding that balance is super, super fun, kind of getting an idea. And then, of course, you can purchase things and have them create things and stuff like that. There they are. Look, they're off and working. These guys just chilling out in the barn. All right, I've set that all up and put some people on there if you want to micromanage this farm over here. Did you want to come over and till all of this, and then I'll go sell some meat and stuff so we can just get crazy tons of seeds and just try to seed that whole thing. What was the thing from last time that we needed a ton of? I think it was it flax?
So check out how to make animal feed. Because that's the piece that we need, is animal feed.
Animal feed. All right. Management. I think that was in the barn.
And it's 2 different kinds of seeds. Rye and wheat, I think. I can't remember.
Yes, it is oat grain, rye, and straw. And I think when we convert stuff to seeds, we get straw from something.
Straw, yeah.
From wheat, yeah. So we got to convert the wheat, get the straw, or buy the straw. And then oat grain is the one that we're missing right now, it says.
Or harvest the straw.
Yeah, or harvest the straw as well. So yeah, we need oat grain. What, actually, I think I have it still written down. Let's see. Written down somewhere. Unless I moved it to another note. Oh, it's right here. Here it is. Okay, oat grain was spring. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Maybe we can just go buy some oat grain. And then we'll have a bunch. You know what I mean? I go buy a bunch, put it in the thing, and then have them convert it into animal feed. Now I've kind of scaled up
if there was some
amount of
planted
animals.
already?
There's what?
In the field, is there some planted? Hold on. So you could go into the management, and then you go to the fields, and field 2 is the non-linen one. Whatever makes linen. Flax, the non-flax one. And you double click on that, and it actually shows you plants growth.
Got a little orchard going there.
So something is growing well, and see, the wheat is growing well. I think they might be harvesting the wheat.
Okay, awesome. So yeah, I'm going and I'll show that to the stream. All right. So what she's talking about is you can go in and you can see the different types of seeds that she has. And then you can kind of manage how they're doing.
You want to click on the field icon, not the barn.
I know. So again, she has different seeds that she can take and plant at the different farm. So you can take this and tell the villagers exactly how you want to do the field. Now you can see I've got my my different people here, the different things across the top. So I've got all my different people and I have them assigned to different jobs. So in this case, they're assigned to the farm. Then I can also see what's going on with that particular farm shed over here and who's employed there and their status. Right now they say they need a bag. So we need to make some bags for them. And then, of course, I can see all the seeds that are currently in the storage for the thing because we have them separately in that storage. Then we can go in and we can look at the different fields and then double click on those fields and she can manage where those fields are going to go, which is pretty awesome, right? Now, I'm not doing any of this part. I'm letting her enjoy doing the field stuff. So we have a bunch of stuff that's ready, unfertilized areas. We have unsown and ready for harvest. And so we have a bunch of fields. And then, of course, look at this field. That's a giant one there. And then, of course, her orchard. So I think field number 3 is the one that I have over on the far side. And so, again, you can manage all of that kind of fun stuff. Now, I can also manage all of the animals, which you saw I did earlier. So we definitely need some feed for our chickens. And then, of course, we also have demands of what people are consuming and what the overall priority of those things are and whatnot. And too bad for them because we're got to go. Wow, look at this. We got 55 buckets of water right now. So, yes, plenty of water in there. Apple wine, we have a couple of those. And again, they're giving us various priorities here of things that we can do. So again, you want to look through all the tabs as well. And you can see that it says so many of this and so many of that here in, it looks like a little mini spreadsheet, which I absolutely love. And then, of course, we can also go in and look at the work schedule for all of them. And you can see she's got it kind of figured out that this is going to be here and that's going to be there. And the thing is there's also seasons. So on top of doing all of that, she can only plant certain items during that season, and then it takes like a couple seasons for those things to be to grow. So this is like a real life farming simulator to make all that stuff going. So the real question is by looking at this, can we see that if there is any wheat growing? Like right now, we got plants growth, which is this right here. And how do we know what that is? Let's see. Change plant type. There we go. There's all of our stuff. I'm trying to remember where that was. So right now, this is wheat that's going on. And then we have oat, rye, flax, beetroot, onion, cabbage, carrots, and poppies that you can assign to those different areas. And you can see we have a bunch of different assigned. But we definitely need the oat. And the oat looks like this. So this is the oat one there, which again definitely could be trying not to accidentally mess up her thing there we go. That could be the thing. Now also she's got 63 of this other one, and so we can look, and so she just have nothing but flax here, and I already know it's flax because we did that last time, but you can see the symbol for that equals flax. It'd be nice if I could just roll over it and it said flax. So our other little farm here is just nothing but flax. And then our new farm over here is has not been grubbed up or tilled, and it's unfertilized, unplowed, unsown, and so on and so forth. So again, trying to scale that up just to try to pay to keep our chickens going and our animals going. So my job is to kind of city plan a little bit. But I'm also the trader, so I get a lot less cost in the trader. That's such a cool system. I love that whole entire management of this is something I would do. You know what I mean, with my spreadsheet mentality. So we're gonna run over here and see if anybody's showed up yet. Again, here's a couple peeps coming in. And what we want to do is buy, use what cash we have to buy some either oat and then convert that oat or oh, this is the wrong guy, or basically farm that oat. So the oat goes in springtime and comes up in what I forget. Hold on, let's see. How can I see that farming? Don't tell me. Oh, it's the bag. It's the bag. I need the bag. Do I have a bag on me? Let's see. So bag, I do. All right, number 6. I go to the bag, and then I can right click. There we go. Bag, and then right click, and then you can see all the different things you can do, and then it will tell you, okay, wheat grain. I could plant it in spring to autumn or autumn to summer. And we need oat grain. Now, oat grain is spring to autumn, and so it's autumn now. So we have to wait all the way to spring to plant it again, and then reap it or sow it when it comes up. So it might already be planted, though, and coming to fruition this month. So we can check that as well. So we go to the field. We go ahead and take a look and see what's planted. Again, we can go in and say change, and oat looks like this. So yes, we've got some here, and we can see that it is planted. Oops, I think I just accidentally took one out. Oh, that was my bad. See, I was trying not to do that. Let's put that back as oat. My bad. Right there. Okay, so you can see that we've got some planted, and so let's see. Do we know what the first number and the second number equals? The first number is how much we planted. Oh, I can just escape out of there. Yeah, good. The first one is what we planted and what we're going to yield. Is that what that is?
I do not know.
Kind of what it looks like. You know, you got your first numbers of how many seeds are down. So say 4 are planted and 14 is what we're going to get back. That'd be my guess. Now, normally you get taxed on all this stuff from the local lord and all of that. I have all that stuff turned off just so we can kind of mess around with it. Luckily, you can't escape if you accidentally did that. So luckily, I said, no, I don't want to do those changes. So again, so field 2, once it's planted, would yield 63. And I see that we have our orchard here. Oh, we can sort it by that as well. So very cool. So we have 2 plants down, and we're gonna yield 2 plants worth of apples, it looks like. And again, this is our big goal is to get this going. But definitely I'm gonna need to probably get those oats because oops, and it's nighttime. Thought about it too long. So we're going to need to get those oats because it won't actually come to fruition, I don't think, until the end of the season, and we probably don't have enough to feed all the animals that we have. So we'll wait till daytime on that. We'll come back when it's daytime. We also have some quests we can do as well. And again, each of these animals should be yielding certain stuff, but again, we need our chicken stuff. So let's go into animals over here. I love all of this, everybody. This kind of management of fun stuff here. So no items there with the animals. Acquired donkeys are kept here. So again, you can see I bought out a ton of animals just to see how they work. Now, again, this kind of playthrough is more of like, how does it work? How do we do this thing? How do we do that thing? Kind of thing. All right, there we go. We're getting some eggs. All right, eggs and then feathers from our animals there. And we're definitely getting feathers there, so very cool. So maybe we don't need as many feathers being produced elsewhere. So there's the hen house there, and local production. So this one, oh, I don't have this one assigned.
I start to wonder what life in other villages is like.
So we wanted to produce eggs. So let's say 70% eggs and 30% feathers. There we go. I forgot to assign this last time. I must have run out of time. So there we go. So I see that some of these are not assigned, and then just nothing but 100% manure here. Because these animals aren't doing anything. If you don't assign something that they're doing, then they're not going to do anything. It'll just sit there and do nothing. So you definitely don't want that. Then here in the stable, oh, I don't have anybody working in the stable. Oh, okay. So we need to get somebody in there. Let's see who we got.
What happened to the horses? I don't see them anymore.
Oh, I didn't buy any horses. They're like 3,000 each.
Oh, okay. I thought you bought a horse.
No, not yet, but maybe today. We'll see if we can build up our fishing empire, and if we can, then maybe we'll have tons of extra cash. All right. Really, I want to get the seeding going first so that we can, get everything running. All right, and then we needed someone else to work over here. Again, we want to get the people who aren't doing anything. Of course, their farming's not so great, but hey, better than nobody. Better than them just standing around going, duh, doing nothing. That's for sure. This really starts to get involved big time because you start managing a ton of people. Right now I got a population of 50 people, so I'm managing 50 people here. Well, I'm managing most of them, and then some of them are farming, which Dio is managing as well. So I want to make sure a person's on each one of these. So let's see. So stable, there we go. And then the stable is just, oh, there's nobody in the horses. That's right, we just mentioned that. Nobody in the horses, but we got the manure going. We've got our eggs and feathers going. What are we doing in the goose house? More eggs and feathers. And in the donkey, they're just totally cute. All right, kind of feel like the stable and the donkey shelter aren't really producing anything, except for, I imagine, more donkeys. And then, of course, these buildings, you can also upgrade these buildings and make them larger as well over time. So, again, what it does is it starts to build up stuff over time. So, say I wanted to do, in this case, I can do a fold, which is basically sheep as well. But we got to get the rest of our animals squared away first before we add even more animals. Services, a market stall, and builder's hut. Type of service. Workers employed here will repair chosen buildings. Oh, okay. And probably wait till the daytime to see what the heck is going on with that one. But yes, I got another builder's hut I need to do, and then a market stall. A type of service building. Workers employed here will sell chosen items and provide coins. Can only sell items of one kind at a time. So they can sell it for me. I wonder if they get the same bonuses as me. We have a higher level food storage here. Now, by the way, I did this totally by accident, but you can actually just upgrade your current building, which I think is already upgraded. Let's see, actually, I'm kind of off to the side. There it is. You can just upgrade your current building. You don't have to necessarily go into, nope, what am I doing? Food over here. Storages. There we go. You don't have to go and make a new building for it, and that one looks like it's already upgraded. We can go look on the management too to see our buildings. Let's get all this stuff closed up. All right. Food storage. So that'd be under storage. So yeah, we have a food storage level 2, and then we have a resource storage level 3. Now, of course, the more production and collection and all of that stuff that they do, the more points you get toward that thing, and then it unlocks new things, like we unlocked that new thing for our animals there. But we definitely do need to get more stuff going there. So building storages, we're going to go to resource level 3. And then, of course, as you get to the higher thing, it allows you to store more food and more stuff. Because you're going to have more settlers, you're going to need more food and more resources to store. Speaking of storing resources, let's go in here and see if our storage is full. We have a 4,000 storage, and it's pretty much full in there. Because I have the ability to be overburdened turned off, I go in and I take like half of everything out of here. Because it definitely does weigh it down. And you can see we have crazy tons of straw in there. And sticks. We have 1,100 in there. We got tons of salt. We got logs of 307. We can take that out. Where's our stone? We'll take out half our stone. There we go. All right. And again, I can carry an infinite amount. And you can adjust all those settings in the game. If you want it to be harder and, make it where you're overburdened all the time. And they have, if you can go in, you can set it to normal, harder, easier, and then you can customize however you want, which is really fun because if you're just trying to get the gist of the game, like we are in this playthrough, you don't have to have all those extra burdens of doing it. And then later on, you come back and you play it like a normal mode. And then, of course, it would take a long time. That's the thing about the game, is it does have a longevity to it. That will help you do it. So basically they filled that all up, and now we've got the ability to take it out of there. Now, some of the things that we might want to move, we need another torch here. And some things that we might want to move is the food and move it into the food thing eventually as well, because I have a bunch of random stuff that I picked up on me. We go here, the food. So, we got no food items in our general storage, but we have the food items in our food storage. As well. We have a simple linen shirt that we probably need to sell. As well as I need to look at the food. Let me drop this food off after she's done doing what she's doing. I'll drop that food off, and then I'll pick up a bunch of food that my hunters are producing, right? So the hunters are going out,
I
collecting a bunch of
moved.
meat, and then converting it as well. And they're converting that into dried meat. And then we have a bunch of dried meat. And then I picked up a bunch of mushrooms here, which we can go ahead and can move over. Let me just hold down F and get the whole thing in there. There we go. How's our storage?
I made a compost bin. I'm not quite sure what it does yet, but I figured any food that was under 25% or less we could put in there, and maybe it'll turn to rot, and then we can make fertilizer out of it.
Ah, very nice. Yeah, let's
It's
do
an
that.
assumption because I don't know how the compost bin works, but it says compost.
Did you see that we have 55 buckets of water in here? So awesome.
I know, right? Maybe you should sell them.
I was just thinking that. I was like, how much are those buckets of water worth? They're only worth 6 each. I guess we could, I mean, I don't think we need that many.
55 times 6, Kismet, come on.
I know, I already did that math in my head straight away when I first saw it. All right, well, also going to get this food in here. So you can sort it by price and then grab what you need. Now, I don't see the meat in here. Yeah, I don't see our meat in here. That's interesting. I mean, it's in there, but it's not converted. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've been cooking some of it, so I don't know if they're set up to cook.
Yeah, they should be. I don't think we have they're not doing it fast enough because we're producing way more than we're doing, so we might need another cook. I do see some roasted meat in here, so it is in here. But yeah, if you want to just cook all the rest of this, like 266 meat in here, and then
That's
when
why
daytime,
I was here.
yeah, I'll get out of there so you can get in there. And then I'll go sell that in the morning, and we'll get a bunch of cash for seeds and stuff. Okay, so now what we want to do is plant the stuff, all of our autumn stuff during this time. And again, we can go in and we can, what are we doing? Oh, I got to get my bag up. There we go. We can go in and we can look at what we're planting. So we can plant some rye. So we use that rye for the plant seeds next season when it comes up in spring. And then anything else that we can plant. I think that's all that we can plant. So yeah, we can do wheat and we can do rye. So we just want to do an absolute ton of that. Yeah. As well. So we're just trying to plant as much stuff as we can because we're trying to feed our peeps. Now, probably, if you've been watching this whole playthrough, we probably should have done that way earlier. But I think if I, again, started from scratch again, I would definitely do the planting as quick as possible. Look at this guy just chilling out here. What up, guy? Do the planting much quicker and definitely start to get a little bit of each thing going for sure, so that we have that overall where we're planting it, then we should end up with more seeds than what we put down, and then it just kind of cascades. So if you have, say you have 4, right? Then all of a sudden you've got 8, and then you got 16, and then you got 32, and then you got 64, and then, you know, it just keeps compounding and getting bigger and bigger. I think I would have probably went way heavier into that earlier on. But it definitely is something we can work on here once we go. Now, you can see that I don't forward time because there's things we could be working on during the nighttime that's going to get us going. Now, we have one more person who's not doing anything, I think. I think we just have the one person. All right, let's just put him on anything at this point. Let's put him on... I'm going to probably shift my fishing people around later. So let's just put them on the farming shed. Right over here. There we go. And now everybody has a job. Everybody has something to do, even though they may not be great at that particular job. At least they have a job. That'll affect their happiness too. And then they'll get better at that job over time. So as we go through seasons, they'll go up from 1 to 2 and 2 to 3. Very much reminds me of Fallout Shelter, where you can train them up. And they'll get better at what they do. Okay. So we got that. She's going to get that stuff cooked up. I'm going to grab, again, I go by price. So the roasted meat is, there you go, Charlotte, got it done. The roasted meat is pretty good price. It's 8 as well. And we've got plenty of buckets of water. In fact, I think I'm going to get rid of these lower buckets of water just to visually make that easier. We also have dried fish meat. Now, one of our problems is to keep our fishing going. Torch went out again. To keep our fishing going, come on, there we go. We need to get some rye, and that rye then is converted into our sowing area, which is one of these. That's forage there. Where's our sowing area? One of these things. There we go. So we need to get rye, and then the flax stalk is what we need. And we need to, oh yeah, I remember that from last time, that we need to make sure that it doesn't convert the flax stalk into seeds. Did we fix that?
I don't know the answer to that.
Yeah, I would go in and double check your seed conversion and make sure to turn off the flax stalk down to 0. So that we can use some of that, and then what we need to use we can manually do, you know what I mean? So we use the rest for linen thread so we can get our fishing going, and our fishing is going to make us a fortune. So the fishing, when you do fishing, it collects the fish and then it converts it into fish fillets and stuff, which you can do right over here. So it'll take like the fish meat and convert that. It'll dry out the fishes over here into dried fish meat. And then that dried fish meat, like you saw back over here, is worth a good amount. Over here. And again, I'm just looking at prices versus cost. See, so dried fish meat is worth 20 each. Each of those is worth 20. So if you can keep that whole process of it creating the spears, which they're using to collect the fish, and then the cook will then convert it into dried fish meat. And then, of course, every time you look in here, that's 20 times 3. And then if it was 10, it would be 10 times 20. So then it would be 200. If it was 100, then it'd be 100 times 2, it'd be 2,000, and so on and so forth. And you can just keep cascading that up as long as you're, trying to use your production to keep that running. And then the same thing with my peeps who are collecting food. They'll come in and just keep dropping off all of that meat and then converting that meat. And again, the better they get at doing that thing, the more they yield in the management here. So when I go in and I say, okay, well, here, I'm going to put this one person on here, then they're going to collect so much meat. But then as they level up, or I add more people and upgrade those particular buildings, then they will produce more meat, which means that all of a sudden we have a massive excess of that, and then that's something we can sell. Which is what I'm doing right now. The morning's coming up, but they're definitely not over there yet as well. So let's also think about other buildings that we can do. Let's see. We've got houses we can upgrade. Extraction. We've already got our woodshed upgraded. We've done our mines. So we also have mines that are collecting like copper ore and things of that nature. We have our fishing huts, and we have our hunting lodge, which we already upgraded. Our herbalist hut, which I think we upgraded all of these. Let's go see. Oh, I can't get in there until she's done doing her thing there, and that's okay. No rush, no rush. And so let's see what else.
Did you put a farm shed down over there by those new fields?
Yeah, I put a farm shed, and I put a barn, second barn.
The farm shed is saying it's too far away to be effective.
That's weird because it's right next to that farm thing over there. I don't know if we needed a second one, but I put one over there just in case.
Yeah, it says it's just not as efficient as all. And then the barn too has some sort of alert, but I don't know what that means. No assignments. Never mind. It's me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's right next to the field, so kind of weird. Maybe it's not effective on the fields on that side, and it would be effective on the field on this side. we still got to till this field, and man, we got to get a lot of fertilizer and so on and so forth. That's a giant undertaking for sure. But we'll try to get as much in as we can today. By the way, we're already an hour and 20 minutes in of a 2-hour stream. So.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yes. It goes fast. It goes fast, everybody. It really does. There you go. Can you ride the animals? I think so. In the long run, looks good. All my stuff ends up crooked. Yes, it is. It is awkward that it does crooked. But then again, you have to deal with the land, whatnot. I wish they had a snapping feature. Would be great, so you know your roads are perfectly straight and your stuff would snap together and your houses would snap in a line. That would be a great addition to the game, I think. But really, we're fooling around, everybody. We're just checking it out. Look at our donkeys. What up, little cute little donkeys? So cute. And so we've kind of specced out an area there for our animal pens, and then also for our farms over here, which is pretty fun. And I'm just waiting for the thing to open up so I can sell a bunch of this, and then we're just gonna kind of buy our way, so our animals have some feed. And then the other thing again was oat, I think it was. Oat was the other one. All right, let's bring up my bag again. And then, let's see. No, not that. I got to right click. There we go. I think it was oat grain. Yeah, so oat grain. So if we can buy a bunch of oat grain and that's cheaper than buying the feed, we can make our own feed from the resources that we already have. Now, again, I feel like in the very beginning of the game, other than worrying about your cold thing, I should have probably prioritized farming much earlier to get that going. Now, this is a little vending area, and there's a bunch of vendors that show up here, and usually it takes a minute for them to walk on over here. And I'm looking for the guy with a hat. That guy does not have a hat.
Oh, no.
What's that?
I changed Agnes somehow. I'm having trouble with the management screen.
Changed her to something else?
I put her as a farmer instead of Wojislo someone. So if you can, I don't know where she's supposed to go. I'm out of the management screen. If you can, I'm going to watch you work.
All right. So what was her name? Agnes. Okay. Let's see. I guess the best way is
Agnes.
just to go look and see what doesn't have. Oh, probably don't need the houses.
And it's Wojislo something.
Fishing hut.
But it's Agnes that I moved in because she was at the top of the list because she's an A. Uncle Obasan, I can see that you have the capability, I think, to saddle the animals, but we haven't played it long enough to know if you can ride.
I would imagine you could at some point. Yeah, she came out of the hunting lodge. I can see the hunting lodge is 3 or 4. All right. I guess also because it shows that she has a 6 for her thing, so I'll put her back in there. There you go. Now we good. Now we good. All good. Oh, it's all good. You can go back in there and do whatever you need to do. Okay, come on, people. Got all day here. So I'm waiting for all the people to wake up. What up? Who's in there? Nobody is. It's just a little thing. Oh, look at this little well thing. You can take a bath in there because you start getting stinky after a while. I'm not kidding. That's a real mechanic in the game. Look at these people sleeping. I need to find... Oh, and they got a kid. They got a kid there. Where's this guy live that I'm looking for? It seems to be... seems to be in the back here somewhere. That's that lady. I think I found him last time. I can't remember now. The guy with the hat. This guy. There you are. So he lives back here in the corner. All right, he's our seed guy and our animal feed guy. So he's got 32 animal feed. And I'm looking for oat. Oat grain. Yes, oat grain. So that price is 4.8. If I just buy the animal feed, it's 16.8. So yeah, maybe I'll just buy all the oat grain. Now, of course, I have a bunch of stuff to sell too, so I can go ahead and sell all these buckets of water, and that's going to get me 200 there. Get rid of this bucket of water and that bucket of water, and then this is going to give me 1,000, basically 1,100. So bam, there we go. So we just made about a little bit more than a grand that we can use now for feeding our animals. And I think it's oat grain. Now, before I go too crazy on this, I'm just going to buy a little bit of it. Then I can always come back and grab some more. All right, so let's go ahead, get that oat grain. Hey, dude, out my way, bro. Okay, fine. Go out the door. Get out the door, people. Ugh, I'm bumping into them, then they're stopping. Okay, now I know where that guy is, which is good. So we're going to take this oat grain, and we're going to run it over here and throw it in the box and see if it works. Now, again, we'll probably want to put it in the farming box, I would think, or maybe we'll put it in the general box and see if it kicks in. And again, this is the kind of stuff you're trying out. You're testing stuff out and see if it's working, which is pretty awesome. Pretty awesome as well. Hey, Dragon Wolf, what's up? You're not awake. You need 50 cups of coffee. There you go. Well, man, we played a bunch this week, this last week, man. It was a lot. Geese would swim around in ponds. They might. I don't know. If I put them close to the ponds, I would think they would go in the water. Speaking of water, yeah, speaking of stinking, see, my guy's got this little stink meter there. So I'm going to go in the water here to get rid of my stank, and then also to drink some water. Because my guy is telling me, oh, I'm so thirsty, I'm so thirsty, I'm so thirsty all the time. It's like, oh, God, come on, I'm working here. I'm working here. Okay, let's try this out. So we're going to go ahead and go to the barn. Oh, she's in the thing. Let me get in the management real quick here so I can see if this actually works in the storage. There we go.
Yeah, because I'm having trouble.
Okay, and then we'll go into the barn, this barn, and let's see. So we need animal feed. So it needs oat grain. So if we take the oat grain, in theory, that I just got, there we go, and we put that in here, we should be able to go into the management, and it now has the oat grain that it needs to do the thing. Yes, okay, so we can, that's confirmed. We can just put the oat grain in the regular storage thing, and now it's working on that thing. So awesome. It's also working on that fertilizer because it's producing manure, and you can see it's working. Yeah, it's producing your fertilizer for you too because of the manure. Very cool. All right, so it's going to produce about 11 feed, and then in theory, our geese are good, but we need our chickens to get going here. So after, I guess, it produces that feed, yeah, I wonder what this means. I think that means that we need food for them. What does it need? Yeah, no food. All right, yes, I got it. Okay, so that's going to be food for them. So we're going to go just buy a bunch more. Let's just go buy out all the oat grain. Out the way, people. Trader coming through. All right, I'm out of the management thing. Now you can get back in there. Do you need help with the management thing? Or?
No, I was watching you. I think I got it now.
All right, cool. Yeah, I was just in there trying to see if that worked, and that worked awesome. So I'm just going to go buy all the oat grain, and then we should be good. Oh, I got to find this guy. Oh, this guy's always wandering off somewhere. This guy is irritating. He's always wandering off somewhere. There he is. Yo, bro. Don't make me chase you down. Okay, so again, we didn't have the ability to make the oat because I didn't give DO enough warning. Because I just said, hey, we got lots of money, we're gonna buy a bunch of animals and throw them over there. And this is like, oh, Kismet, I got enough stuff so I can make the food for these animals. So don't worry, we're making tons of meat so we can sell the meat, then buy the oat grain. Again, it's really, really fun, everybody. I think they did an incredibly great job of making all of this management stuff super, super fun. All right, and then that still leaves us with 1,600, and then we want to probably get some fertilizer to help. at some point. I'm going to just see. Do you know what you need? Do you need more fertilizer? We got like 1,600 over here we can get. I guess you can just buy all this animal feed too.
Yeah, fertilizer is good because that big new field is unfertilized.
All right, I'm just going to burn up our cash on some feed and then burn the rest on fertilizer. It's only 180. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Just about bought a bunch of trees. There we go. And then burn the rest and buy all their fertilizer. And now we have animal feed, we have fertilizer, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Oh, I got a bunch of leather and stuff on me too. That we can do it. And I see my diplomacy level goes up. So the more trading I'm doing with them, the more my diplomacy goes up, the more points I can put into buying and selling and doing all of that stuff. I love all of that stuff, everybody. I love the trading part. You know, that's like my thing. Is trying to build up an empire of cashola. And so our empire right now is going good. So meat is actually the best thing that we have going. But we got to get that flax. Maybe I could buy the flax stalks. That'd be a good idea as well. But this doesn't do me any good in my inventory, though. So I need to take all this stuff and put it in such a way, like feathers here, all this fertilizer. Actually, I could probably put over here. Put it in there so that it can be utilized by the villagers. So let's see, fertilizer. All right, I got you 190 fertilizer. You should be rocking now. Oh, and we got some fishing spears in here that they could be using. And, what if I put the oat grain in there, if it would be... Oh, I got more roasted meat that I didn't sell. Oh, okay. Well, we'll go back and we'll do that. Look at this lady. Uh-oh, it's magic when I'm with you. Just disappears around the corner. It's a good time to be alive, everybody. All right, let's get these fishing spears in here. I don't know why I have these on me. Put this fur in there, this leather. Man, I don't know if that oat grain needs to go in there, but you know what? Oh, I just put logs in there. I didn't want to put the logs in. Sometimes it's just like the thing you're selecting is not the thing that it's showing, which is kind of annoying. Like I hovered over the oat grain, but it put the logs in instead. Salt. We can sell that shirt. We'll keep the stones and whatnot on us. Tin ore, I think we could put in there. Wine bottle. Again, trying to keep it from getting too overfilled. We probably need to build another resource center because we are just getting an absolute crazy ton of stuff going here for sure. And I wonder if we could limit what is actually going into that resource shelter. I wonder if we can do that. I don't think I've tried that yet. Let's go to storages and let's see if we can actually control what goes in that storage. Doesn't look like it. Doesn't have like a management system for that. Because normally it'd be like here. In a lot of games, like simulation games, you can say, okay, well, you know, this is going to go into this storage, and that's going to go into that storage, and this is going to go into that storage. It doesn't look like I can do that. Speaking of things to do over here, let's see. Now you can see I've got my perk right here, which is 30% better selling and buying. Yes.
If you're still in the town or still bartering, I think wheat seed. I don't see a lot of wheat seed, and I don't know if they're planting.
Wheat seeds it is. I'm on it. I just put a bunch of stuff in there, so you can fertilize to your heart's content. All those fields, I think. All right.
Yeah, this is the season for wheat, I think.
All right. Yeah. I got lots of cash left, and I have a bunch of food that I didn't sell.
Wheat and rye, so kind of split it. Wheat and rye.
Wheat and rye seeds, right?
Yeah, the seeds.
Very important difference, everybody. Very important difference.
I'm going to go back to hunting pigeons.
Look at this. I got another 700 worth of food on me now. Yeah, now back up to 1,000. All right, very nice. Wheat and rye seeds. Where's our seed dude? This guy with the hat. All right, he's actually in his spot for once. Wheat and rye seeds. Let's find those. Way down here at the bottom. Wheat grain. I think it might be wheat grain, right?
Yes, grain.
Yeah, and rye grain. Yes, okay. I'm going to buy all the rye. And then I'm going to buy all the wheat, everybody. Let me see if we can get it going. Wheat grain. So how much can we get there? Yeah, we're buying all of that. All right. I have 0.1 cash left. I spent it all. Let's go. We're going big today. So there we go. We spent all the cash, everybody. Screw it. We're making more cash right now while I'm talking to you all. So we're just going big today. We're getting a bunch of seeds that we can use, tons of manure, selling what we don't need, buying what we do need, extending our fields, building it all out, and so on. So let's go over here and put all these seeds in here where she can utilize all of that. So rye there and wheat grain here. And I think I can put some more people back on my fishing now because I did see we have some fishing spears there. So now I've got to find my fisher peeps who are doing multiple jobs. Let's go see what, not houses. Where did I put my fisher peeps? Probably get some people off the woodsheds now. God, I don't remember. I don't remember. The herbalist guy. Oh, how many people we got on herbalist right now? We got one person there. Well, I would rather you be doing my fishing hut. Yeah. Oh my goodness, he's gonna be an awesome fisher guy. Okay, I thought I had another one that was working on fishing. Yeah, I think he's fine. I think I also have anyone else left who's not doing anything. No, I got everybody doing anything. I need to go get more people. Now, by the way, our dynasty reputation is 14,000. Now, of course, we've accelerated it, everybody. So it's not like we're doing this, we're doing this for every day, all day for a month and a half. And you can do that, which is really fun. Hey, look at this. We actually have someone who's 30% happy. We got our happiest person in the group.
Nice.
Oh, no. Well, we have a bunch of people who are happy. We got miners who are happy, craftsmen, and a whole bunch of peeps. Very cool. A whole bunch of people are happy at their job. That's the highest happiness I've gotten so far in the game is 30%. Obviously, the higher their happiness is, the better they'll probably produce. We haven't even got into the happiness stuff yet, everybody, by building stuff that makes them happy, certain types of food that make them happy. And you can see, look at this. Oh, yeah, getting that field 3 going. I can see she's working on it already. Let's go take a look. Let's go take a look. I can see it in the listing of the management of the thing. So, very cool. Let's go take a look. I'm pretty excited. Donkeys! Let's go take a look. Ah, look at this. She's got her peeps on the job. Look at them doing their thing. Oh man, imagine the scale at which this game is, man. We're doing nothing, I think, compared to the scale.
If it tells you, I haven't even seen the field.
Oh, you got them over there doing it.
I haven't even been over there.
Ah, well, they're doing a good job of clearing it. Very cool. So yeah, they're over there right now. You can see that guy is plowing the field. Oh, you're over there hunting those rats from the sky. Yeah, dude's over here plowing it. Cool.
Yeah, there's crows. I need some more crows. And there's actually 8 limestone. I know we have 4 in the hut. I won't accept that one yet. I'll hang on to that. I don't know if we're making limestone or not, but I know there's 4 in the chest, and we could use 8 for this quest.
Yeah, we can get limestone. Remember, we just hit the rocks. Like we go over by that cave and just.
That's it. We just hit rocks.
Yeah, we just hit those rocks over there, and we get partial rocks and partial limestone. So that's what I do. I get a pickaxe and run over there and just hit those rocks. I'll help you out here in a second. I'm kind of watching them till up your farm here.
Fill up
Super
my
cool.
yeah.
That's super cool, everybody. So again, you just assign your villagers, and your villagers go and do it. I thought she was over here doing it, and you can manually do it too if you want. If you're just like, hey, I don't want my villagers to do it. I want to do it myself. So, you know, you can do that. And the same thing with any crafting in there if you want to do the cooking or whatever, or if they're taking too long to do it like they've been doing with our cooking, because we get so much meat, but we don't have enough people producing the meat. It's not going fast enough. Then we can manually cook it ourselves and then sell it. And all that. And I bet you there's a ton more meat in there already because, again, it actually goes by the day-night cycle. So during the day, they are collecting stuff. So they're collecting stuff and they're hunting and they're bringing in logs and all of that stuff. And you can see I have lots of people doing logs. In the beginning, you want to get lots of people collecting logs. Now, we have an overabundance of logs now. But in the beginning, you typically are trying to get as much logs as you can. And I'm trying to keep this from getting too full. We definitely could afford another storage over here. It'd be awesome if I could put it right here, but I seriously doubt that I'm going to. Oh, and I got to get these other things in here too. We need to get another resource storage, and we need to do that in a big way. So maybe we can sneak one back behind here, along the road here, maybe. Let's say over here. Yeah, maybe right here, but we need to remove some of the stuff that's blocking it right now. So let's not torch, alt. Let's go ahead and move some of these sticks out of the way. I think the thing that blocks it the most is going to be the trees. But we'll clear a little bit of this area, and then we'll know if it's the trees or if it's just this little stuff. It's blocking it. And clear this one out. I think that should be enough room. Buildings, storages, resource storage. And this is a great problem to have. As you have too many resources. Oh, there we go. Too many resources to store. I like that. I like when we have too much of something. All right, there we go. And again, you can see I just have massive resources on me now because my settlers here are getting it done. And we're gonna say now we don't have to keep taking all the stuff out of there every minute. And there we go. And boom. All right, there we go. And then we'll take a look in the box. And then, yeah, see, it did go up. So the overall number went up to 8,000. So now we can hold double of whatever we have. And I just went straight to the level 3. Obviously, you want to start with a level 1, and then 2, and then 3 as you get better and better items. One of the things that is also producing in here is planks. And I just used up all of those planks to do that. Plus, I have a bunch of planks on me. But that is now filling up. All right, that's confirmed. When you add another resource, it just doubles the amount total you can have, and they're all tied together. So I just added a second resource thing, so I don't have to keep pulling that out of there every 5 minutes. So it doesn't.
Oh, so they're all tied together. So, like, if I put stuff in the barn that's closest to F, like fertilizer, they all reach it.
Exactly. Exactly. All right, and again, let's go in here and check and see how our meat is doing. Look, there's some fish meat, right? And then we got meat here, number 8 meat.
Dude, this mine is
and then
cool.
roasted meat. I know, right? Those miners are like kicking butt, man. They're like level 10. They're just bringing in so much stuff. We could be using better tools. It just dawned on me. We could all be using better tools. I'm using like a wood hammer still. So
yeah, I've still got wood everything.
Yeah, I think they're in there making various bronze tools now. I'm gonna go ahead and see what I can upgrade to. Or copper tools they're making right now. Yeah. So yeah, we have a bunch of copper hammers in here. I could use at least one of those. All right. So again, I'm making copper hammers in here. I can put my wooden hammer away now. And start to upgrade. Now, of course, you know, you could sell these hammers as well. That's worth 130 just making the actual tools itself. So extracting all that copper and then converting it into tools is a great way of doing it as well. Making some money. Let's see. What are my smithies doing right now? Let's see. They are producing copper bars and then producing 23 stone axes a day. All right, that might be a little much. Let's crank that down for sure. Maybe some more axes and some more hammers and some more knives. There we go. Again, we'll crank those up, and then we'll look at the other smithy, and this smithy is just converting all the bars and then making bronze level stuff. So it's converting the copper bars and the tin bars and the bronze bars, and then combining the tin and the copper together to make the bronze, see, down here. And of course, it needs to have a hammer and all that stuff. And so you can actually create a perpetual cycle where it's, you have your people extracting, then you have your people collecting, people collecting, people converting, and then it creates a cycle. So you collect the resources, a person refines the resources, another person's making the actual tools, and then those tools are used for extracting the resources, which was also used for refining the resources. You get the idea. So you're trying to create that circular loop in everything that you're doing, right? The same thing with food. They're collecting the food, they're converting the food, people are eating the food, or you can sell the food, and so on. So you definitely want to have that loop going. Like out here, there's somebody out here fishing somewhere. What I really need is rye. Oops, someone's trying to get my attention. Hold on, I'll be right back, everybody. Back, everybody. Let's get back to it. Let's see. Main camp. There we go. Put a 1 in the chat if you can't see it, hear me, everybody. Sometimes, I don't know, I come back and it's not working. Okay, so we know that the storages are tied together, so that's awesome. The same thing with our food storage. We could probably get another food storage. Not that we really need it. We're at 248. But we could definitely get our food storage going on. And you can see that we're producing buckets, and they're taking those buckets and then collecting water from that. We have like 20 buckets of water. I think we have more than enough buckets of water for sure. But I'll leave them in there for now. We got some other things I can sell. I've got a simple linen shirt I can sell. I could probably sell some of these logs. And how many logs do I have on me right now? Let's go see. I have 828 of them, but they're only worth 1. But that's 828 gold right there that I could do. And then in here, again, even though it's only worth a little bit, utilizing it is pretty important. We have so many feathers in there too. Yeah, we have 380 logs. So it's generating, say 100 logs a day, and that builds up over time. Like we have 2,000 sticks. They're only worth 0.03 or 0.3, but if I sell 2,000 of them, maybe I'll get 200 gold or something like that. Because do we need 2,000 sticks? That's the question. We're getting past the point of do we really need it kind of thing. And this is broadleaf. I'm not really sure if the broadleaf has to be in here or over there. Another thing we want to do, obviously, is unlock some recipes as well. So, again, I try to look at the overall price. So, apple wine's worth like 110. Why am I leaving that in there? Let's take that out. Look, and there they go. Look, there's my fishing empire they're making right there. The dried fish meat. That's what I want right there. The dried fish meat. Look at that, 37 food. We have 9 meat in there. So, again, trying to keep up with that conversion is what we need to do. I think what I need to do is work on the kitchen. I think this one's the kitchen. Yes. This is the kitchen here. So I might need to upgrade our kitchen. Let's see how our kitchen is doing. And this whole management thing is just awesome. They're just doing a fantastic job on this game, everybody. Definitely deserves a playthrough for sure, and maybe even a better. Oh, I can upgrade the kitchen. Oh, hold on now. Hold on now. Let's do it. Production. Smithy, did we get our upgrade in our kitchen? We sure did. Oh, see, now I can just click on it, and now I can upgrade it with the materials we have. And again, we have 10,000 tons of materials over here, everybody. I've got plenty of planks on me to maybe get this done. Oh, I'm a couple planks away. I feel like I need to do more planks. Now, the thing is, I need like 12 planks there, and then 12 there, and then 2 there. So like 14 planks. Now, I can manually, especially while they're sleeping, I can manually go over here and make my own planks. So I go over here, I can hold down R to craft more, and you know what? I'm going to convert half of this wood into planks. So I'm going to make 446 planks right now. And the cool thing, or 418 planks. And the cool thing is it doesn't make you do one plank at a time. It just does it all at that same time. You just tell it how many you want to do, and then boom, you're done. And then now I have 400 planks that I could use. Now, obviously, normally you can't carry that many planks on your character, but you can adjust it here. All right, a little bit right there, and there we go. All right, kitchen upgrade complete. Yeah, I just realized we could upgrade our kitchen there, up our production a bit. All right. Now I need a person to go in there. Person to go in there and do the cooking. Now, if you look at your skills here, it tells you what all of these are, right? So you have your extraction, hunting, farming, diplomacy, survival, and then production. Now, production is the one that I need because that's what that building is. It's a production building. So we're going to close all these other ones, and then we're just going to look at our production building. And now we have a kitchen level 2, and it kicks your people out of there. And so the person who's not doing anything right here is most likely your kitchen person. Wow, she's level 8. Let's put her back on there again. And then we're going to look for someone else who's a kitchen person or a production person. Right now, it's my craftsman lady right here who's level 10 right now. She's been making a lot of items, but I don't want to take that one off of there. Maybe the blacksmith, because I need somebody over here kicking butt on this, and I can probably put somebody else on the blacksmith. There we go. So I need someone just absolutely cranking out this roasted meat and roasted fish. And then again, eventually, once we have different types of foods, we can unlock these foods and then start making the things that are the highest priority for our people, because our people want certain types of food. Very much reminds me of Eco in that way, or this game, Eco reminds me of this game, or this game reminds me of Eco. Either way, one of those two. That kind of thing, for sure. So again, we're going to run out of time. Oh, this game is so fun. We actually probably already overtime. No, we got 10 more minutes. All right, heads up. We got 10 more minutes. I'm going to try to get this going. I put a level 10 on that kitchen now, so they should be absolutely cranking out 140 roast meat over here. All right, let's actually crank that down just a little bit, so they are also cranking out my roasted fish meat as well. Let's say 100 per day, right there. And I want my roasted fish meat, because that's, if I can make 20 of those a day, that's 20 times 20, right? That's a lot of cash. So we'll put 99999 in there, and then that should just absolutely crank. Oh, I gotta put someone back on the blacksmith. Treasure hunter. All right, I gotta see what else I can do. Stacked additional resources. What's this? Loss of durability of pickaxes. All right. Oh, and I can do another one of those. Oh, and I can do more of those. All right, what else? Lower stamina. I don't need increased carry weight. I've turned off. Okay, stacked additional resources. And then 10% faster tree cutting when I get into that. Okay, very nice. So, we'll want to make a torch, I think. And then what else can we upgrade? Let's see. Any more production buildings we can upgrade? Smithy, I think, are already level 2. Our sewing hut. Did we do our sewing hut at level 2? No. Our sewing hut and workshop's not level 2. Can we make our workshop level 2? That would be awesome. Let's see. Production. Oh, God, we can make a workshop level 3. Oh, my goodness. Why have I not been doing that this whole entire time? Where the heck is our workshop? There's our question. I think it's on this side. I don't know. I can't see. Right here. Right here. Oh, God. Could have had a level 3 workshop going all this time. Man, I should have been doing that for sure. Boom. There we go. And again, you might want to get inside first before you start upgrading everything. So we just have, again, so much resources. We just keep upgrading stuff. And now, why do you want a level 3? Well, level 3 is going to get you so you can add more people. So now I need to go get some more peeps. Now, this lady right here got kicked from there. So I just look for the person who's not doing anything straight away. And then we can get her into here. We can see our workshop needs a person. And now we can have 2 people in the workshop. So that means that that particular workshop is going to produce more because we have more people there. And that's pretty awesome, I think. And now they're going to be cranking out buckets and torches and things as much as we want them to be cranking those out. So probably could reduce the amount of buckets we're doing. Since we're absolutely producing a massive ton of those, and maybe get her on some torches. So 6 torches, simple torches, and then full torches, in which we need leather for those torches as well. So they'll, as they pull the leather, they'll do that. Now, also they need leather for something else, which I don't remember. Let's also upgrade our sewing hut. While we're at it, production. Sewing hut level 2. I don't remember where my sewing hut was. It's over here somewhere. This one. This one. All right, sewing hut. Level 2. Boom. There we go. And this is where getting your people doing logging is awesome. Because they're the one collecting all these logs. And so now I've got like 10,000 tons of planks and logs and whatnot. And we can just keep adding more and more people to the sewing hut. All right, sewing hut, good. What other production things can we upgrade? Let's see. And we got to put people back in the sewing hut. Where did my person who was doing the sewing hut go? Right here. Put her back in her job. I'll just hit tab instead of escape. So seamster, there we go. All right, and again, based on their points is where you want to put them, right? And again, a lot of my peeps are 10s right now, which seems to be the max. Seems to be 10. You want to obviously start them off as high as you can. So if you can find people who are 3 at production, you'd want to put them in 3 as well. And I could probably recruit more people. So let's do that. Let's go find some more peeps. Bring them back over. Let's make sure we got houses for them, though. I think we had some extra houses. Let's see. Oh, I only got room for 1 more person, so time to build some more houses. Let's go out here. Now, of course, I have like house row here where I have houses on one side and houses on this side. Some are facing this way toward this road, and some are facing that way. But eventually you do run out of room. Look at this, how many houses are there? Look, I'm still going. We have a lot of houses. And they're getting way down here now. But that's okay. These people can manage the animals, maybe. I don't know. You can also upgrade the houses to have more people in there, I believe. But it's usually that's how many children they could have. So I could have a couple there, and then they could have 2 children, or I could have a couple, and they could have 1 child. All right, so we could probably go, let's just try the bigger house, since we haven't tried the big house yet. Let's go with this. I wonder if that is a thing. We could probably try to upgrade these. No, these are bigger. Oh, boy. That's definitely way bigger. All right, let's try to build a big old house here for him. Boop. There we go, stone. Let's see what happens when we do a max size house. Let's see if we can put multiple groups into this house. Or is it just going to be more children? I would imagine more children. in the long run. All right, we got all that. And we made a house. Wow, yes, that's a way bigger house. Definitely way bigger. And you can see that it's got a bed over there and a bed over there, and then probably a couple's bed. So, you know, man, woman, and then their children over there. So, yeah, they're styling. And then if we go look at the house itself, we can see it's 0 of 4. Like, I want a house. Where's my house? I build myself just a simple house. I should upgrade my house to a nicer house. And those definitely seem bigger than the smaller ones. So in theory, you could build them like a big house and then tear down all your other houses, which is like, you know, renovating the neighborhood. Tear down all the smaller houses and put in the bigger houses so everybody has enough to have several children, and then those children eventually become villagers too. And then they apprentice with other people and become good at that particular thing. It's so awesome, the level at which they've gone in and done this game, everybody. Let's see, can I put the simple house? No, you can't just upgrade houses. Okay, that's good to know. Good to know. Okay, so now we put in a house, and now we can go ahead and try to recruit some more peeps. We need more farmers. We need more people to do other things. Now, based on our dynasty rep, you have to do quests to unlock that. Then you can get more people over here. And, of course, oh, I got a little bit of a stink factor going on right here. Let me go for a little bath first before I recruit people. Oh, I got to eat some food, too. My guy is literally starving to death. All right. Let's see if I actually have any food on my character. I got some apple wine. All right, we'll do food here in a minute. Let's see who we got over here. We've got a person who'd be good for fishing. We have a hunter there. Oh, a production person. Hello, lady. All right, you're hired. All right, great. See you there. Now, her name is Slawbora. All right, Slawbora, you are a production person, and we are going to first get you in a house. So, yeah, I can put her in that house, and then I can give her a job, and she's a production person, so I'd want to do it by the type of profession, maybe sort it by that. Let's see. So she's a production person. We'd want to put her on some sort of production job. That was the fish one. Good question. Good question. Let's put her on the blacksmith. There you go. So now she has a house and she has a job. I'm sure she's very excited about it. And of course my torch went out. Hold on, let's get my torch going again. There we go. All right, now we got another lady over here who's good at hunting. And again, you're looking for those 3s, but you know, if they're not quite 3s, you can also get them as well. This person right here would make a good herbalist. Now, if I get this lady and I say, hey, lady, great to see you there, I might not be able to put her in a home. Let's see. Yeah, see, the house that I built only allows 1 woman and 1 man. And the ladies are just like owning it in this particular playthrough. There's a lot more ladies than dudes that I'm finding. So for every lady, she needs her own individual house. So now I got to go build another house over here for them. And of course, they use less firewood if you have their house insulated. But to insulate their house, you need certain resources to do that. And again, we're just kind of playing this to the nth degree right now. And we are out of time. But I'm going to go build another house here so this lady isn't unhappy should I wish to play some more down the road. But this game is super fun. Everybody. You can just keep going and going and going and keep building out your village until you reach like your max amount of houses. Right now we have 26 houses. All right, boom. And then there we go. And then just give her a little small house like this. And I have it also on quick build, so it builds these pretty quickly. Normally I have to sit here and just wail on the side of the thing for a while, which I don't really want to do. Right there, and then now she's got a small little house she can go into. All right, awesome. And then she is a fisher person, so we want to put her as the herbalist right there. All right, now we got people in there. Now we also got... we expanded our workshop, which was the other thing that we want to do. So we want to find some dude to be in the workshop. And the reason why I want to find a guy is because I have 2 spots for 2 guys. Do I have any cash on my character? I think I used up all the cash. I did. Okay. So what I can do is sell some of this stuff, get some cash, take a quick ride over to the other thing, or I can just run there. I think that's what I'll do. I'll just go ahead and run over this way and go see if there's a guy over there that I can go ahead and use. We'll take a look at how they're doing. Yeah, look at this. They've plowed that whole entire low side, and they've already planted and fertilized that whole side there. Very cool. Very neato that you can just assign it to your villagers, and your villagers will go and do it. And of course, you know, you can have up to 4 people playing co-op. So you could have one person managing the farms, another person like me doing, you know, the buildings and stuff like that, the builder person. Then you have somebody doing hunting, and then someone doing like trading and all of that. And so you can play with your friends. And again, it's over a local game, so you host the game and whatnot, getting it going on. And thanks for the ones in the chat, everybody. Let me give you some kids cash for that. How are we doing those retweets? We're at 3. We're about to finish here. I'm going to try to find 2 more guys here, and then we'll probably call it after that. Because I got to go eat some food, everybody. Got to eat some food over here and take a break. So we're going to do that here in just a moment as well. Because I'm going to come back and do it all over again. Do some Fallout 4 later tonight. And I also have the stamina turned off right now. So I have unlimited stamina. So this is why I can run. Oh, I forgot to eat food too. So I can run from one place to another. Now, also, I have it where I can't die. So again, you can turn all those things on if you want it to be easier, or you can have them off and then do all the survival stuff. We're just trying to get a little gist of the game here, everybody. Just kind of a gist of what it is. And again, we can play it to the up degree even more so in the future as well. All right, so we got this dude. He's a production dude. I need 2 dudes. I'm gonna take you no matter what, because I've got room for you. All right, Goss. All right, Goss. First thing I'm gonna do is put you in a house. Oh, look at that. See, I've actually got room for 3 guys in here. So we're gonna put him in a house. Again, better that we have somebody doing something than them standing around doing nothing. We have all of our production stuff going except for the workshop. So we're gonna put him in the workshop. All right. And then I suggest right when you get the people is when you assign them, because otherwise you'll forget and they'll just be sitting around doing nothing. So this guy, he's going to go into the house. Yes. And we're going to assign him to wherever we can. I didn't even look at what his stats are. Oh, I thought I just put him in there. Apparently I didn't. Apparently that one didn't go into the workshop. Now it's 2. All right. And then this other person who is good at fishing could maybe help out in the fisher. Yes, there we go. Okay, so we got enough for 1 more dude, and there's no dudes here. With a bunch of awesome ladies, I'm sure. Yes, we got better farmer ladies there. Oh, 2 really good farmer ladies. Okay, well. Looks like we're going to be making some more houses. Screw it. We're just going to get everybody. All right, come on. Everybody's invited. Let's go. Let's go. Everybody over to the village. I'm just going to invite them all. Those ladies got good farming, so that'll help our farming out a bunch. Now, I got to run all the way back and build some more houses. So, such is the way it goes. Now, look, you can actually see all of our little town being built out. Which is pretty cool, our little village. And eventually, if you have enough buildings, it rises to the level of city. And then also you have taxes and animals attacking you and all sorts of things that you normally will have to manage. But in my case, I'm just having fun with the game. Also, normally your destiny level does not go up this fast, and you can't have 8 million people like we have, or how many ever people we have. You can also see that I have a bunch of problems up there as well that I need to solve. All those little icons up there means that I have to solve those issues where it doesn't have enough tools, or there's people not doing anything, or looks something about water there, something about food, and something about housing. Now, of course, all of those are probably tied together, right? So I don't have the housing, so I can't assign people to the house, which means they don't have food and they don't have firewood and they don't have all of those things. So I got to get them some houses, and then I assign all 3 of them to houses, and then they should be fine after that. So that'll solve that particular issue. And so we're running across here to get this going. So cool. Now again, we'd have to wait for another season to see that stuff come along into the next season. And we're about 3/4 away through this season. More houses is what I need. And let me get my hammer and see where the edge of my fences are. And maybe we can get some houses in right here. Yes, we can. Right, these guys are going to love it. They're going to be right next to the animal pens. I'm sure that's going to smell wonderful. It's going to smell absolutely wonderful, I'm sure. All right. And again, we'll just put some small houses. Now, we can build big houses if we want, but I'm just going to build a bunch of small ones. I'm able to get that other one in. That tree's in my way, no doubt. All right. And so now I go over here and I can build and use all of my resources. And I forget how to zoom in on this guy. I thought it was F5. Let's quick save. Zooming in with the scroll wheel. Scroll wheel is how you do it. All right, and again, quick building. All of this. There's one. And I have the sound off, obviously. I keep the sound off so I don't have to listen to the NPCs. I feel like, I don't know what it is. Everybody uses that kind of Fallout mentality where you have just random people talking as you're walking along. I'm sure it adds to the ambiance of the game, but after a while it just becomes annoying because you have a lot of people cross-talking all the time. And I'm not a big fan of cross-talking, obviously. All right, let's get these people in a house. All right, this person in a house, you're good. This person in a house, you're good. All right, and again, their happiness, you can see, is going down like that. All right, that'll stave off their unhappiness right there. And then let's see what the job. This one, farming, would be a good one. So another barn worker here. There we go. And then we have another lady who can do farming. So let's see if we can find her a farm job, maybe in another barn. We did the barn. How about in the farm shed? Yes. All right. So now she has more people to do farming. And you know what? That last person, I think I'm just going to have her fill in that last spot to help with that farming as well, right here in the farm shed. There we go. The thing I'm always looking to see is every one of my things have as many people as it could possibly have. Oh, and then we can put another guy there too. Actually, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more guys we could put in there. 5 more dudes. But is the extraction maxed out? Well, we can put another person in the herbalist hut, but we don't really need to because we're not really using it that much right now. And then every other thing is maxed out, right? So all the other things has the most people, meaning it's collecting the most, it's producing the most, it's doing all of the most it can possibly do. And that's a good thing. That's what you want. You want them doing as much as it possibly can at any given time. All right, so we got those houses in. These people are just chilling out here. And then we're going to run back. Again, how are we doing on time? All right, we're not that far over. Because one of these things, when you're doing this, look at all my villagers standing around. It's very cool. One of the things is that you can also romance somebody, and then you can produce your own heir, and that heir can then take over after you're long gone. Now, I'm not that old in the game or in real life. Not that old. Yes, I went up by 1 year, so now I'm age 19. And again, if you play this long enough, of course, you'll be age 65 or 90 or 150. And then, of course, at some point, you will die, and then you pass it on to your heirs, and your heirs keep the village going and whatnot. Now, we've massively accelerated it, so, that's why I'm 19, and I have a giant village. So, again, you can play it however you want. It's your thing. I'm actually going to get some food for my character over here, so he's probably talking up a storm on how I'm starving him to death right now. All right, where's our roasted meat here? We'll go ahead and take care of that in case we do come back. And get the food up. There we go. And water's super easy. You literally just go to the water. And see, this is what we used to do in my day, everybody. We drank right out of the hose. The fact that my whole generation is still alive is amazing because we beta tested everything, everybody. We beta tested all the toys. We beta tested all of the things. We were kind of like the free roam generation where it's like, yeah, go outside and play. Or yeah, go do your own thing. Be self-reliant. Bye-bye. That's kind of my generation, everybody, of peeps. And some of you know what I'm talking about. You had to learn to do all your own stuff, and that's good. You actually do want your kids to be self-reliant. Nothing wrong with that, except for there was a lot of dangerous toys and dangerous things that we had as kids that you would never be able to get away with now. Like we rode our bikes without helmets or without pads, everybody. And we had the type of bikes that you had those pedals with the little spiky things on it where it would scrape up your leg if you crashed on your bike. You hit that pedal and it would get your whole leg. Whatnot. And we jumped off sketchy ramps that we would make in the backyard, right? That, right now you'd have to have a helmet and pads and all the whole entire thing. Otherwise, your neighbors will give you an evil look. Like, I can't believe that kid doesn't have, he's not got it covered in bubble wrap. There's a point at which it becomes too extreme, and then there's a point that's being smart, wearing helmets and pads and that kind of stuff is fine. But, when you get to the bubble wrap level or just, keeping them inside the house to keep them safe all the time, life is an adventure, right? You're going to have times in which you scrape yourself and cut yourself and you climb trees and you fall out of the tree and break your leg and all of that and break your arm. Whatnot. But then again, jump in puddles and jump in leaves and live your life. You can't just live in a bubble, everybody. I would find that to be a tough life. And some people do it because of medical conditions. But if you do it just to escape the world and try to be safe all the time, I feel like that's a life not lived. For me, I really hurt my shoulder going down a slip and slide at 50 years old. And it's still to this day, it's not 100% anymore, but it's at 98%. And it hurts sometimes when I'm laying on it now, too. Now, would I do it again? Absolutely. Why would I not do it again? Because then I'm not living my life. I'm in fear of living my life. Very important lesson to learn, everybody. I have learned that lesson. A lot of people just want to have it safe, want to have a safe, easy life. And hey, it's your life. You do whatever you want. For me, I would die inside. I would die inside if someone said, Kismet, games are for kids. You can't play games anymore. I can do whatever I want. I don't answer to nobody. Neither do you. Of course, making something positive in the world. That's what I try to do. All right, so there we go. Our village is just popping. Just absolutely cranking. Let's go over here and see how we're doing. I think they actually got some of this stuff here. All right, doing good there. Let's check our animals. That was our big goal today, was to get those farms down and see if our animals are getting the proper amount of feed. Yes, look, our hens are all good now. They got feed going on. Yes, awesome. Yeah, that worked. Our animals are good. They're all good.
Good.
Yeah, very nice. All right, our animals are styling. Now, of course, a bunch of this stuff says, hey, we need certain resources, but those resources are the stuff that they're collecting. So it's not something that I really need to do. Like on the kitchen here, it says, hey, I need more roasted meat or I need more of this. But they're still collecting those things. So some of that stuff sometimes you can ignore. Now, of course, if you're perfectly doing it, they would collect the exact amount that they are also converting, and we can go in and fine-tune all of that if we want to. Same thing in the barn here. It says no resources, so we want to convert our animal stuff into animal feed and into fertilizer, and those are working, but we don't have any dub and whatnot. Why do we have 2 fertilizers? Oh, one's from rot and one is from manure. Okay, so we get some rot. It'll convert that rot into manure. And then we need clay. Oh, that's the other thing that we're not probably collecting. Let's see. Do we have somebody who can collect clay for us? I would think it'd be under extraction. And clay right there. Okay. Oh my God. Look how much they're producing. 481 straw. Okay, we might be able to crank that down just a smidge. Just a smidge on that straw. And put that into clay. Oh, clay and limestone. Yeah, we could go, let's say 30 in clay. And then a bunch of limestone. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this miner one is just nuts. It was extracting. It must have started like at 50 straw, but it's like 400 straw now. So I'm gonna have it collecting.
Jeez.
Yeah, massive amount of clay and an absolute ton of limestone. Let's say 20 limestone and I don't know 60 clay, because then the clay is used in the barn that we were just looking at.
Well, it's also used to do the insulation, the daub.
Yeah, that's the stuff that the barn's doing. So the barn needs the clay to do the daub, to do the insulation. All right, so now we're gonna get tons and tons of that, and it's gonna make the daub. We can insulate our houses, which means they need less firewood. Not that we have a problem with firewood. You know, the funny irony is not that we have a problem with firewood. They can burn firewood all day long. I mean, we have like 500 things of logs on us. I knew doing the logs was the number one thing. I have 738 planks on me right now.
Wow.
And those are the ones that you convert from the logs, which is crazy. That's crazy. I bet you watch. I'm going to go in here. There's going to be a ton of logs in here. Let's go see. How many logs are sitting in here? Yeah, 474 in there right now. So plenty. And again, I take about half of them out and then I leave the rest in there. Yeah, look, we got 29 manure left, tons of seeds and grains, and man, just all sorts of good stuff. I think they can grab those seeds from the research storage, by the way. I don't know. Did you test that to see if they could see those seeds in there? Because there's a bunch in here. You know what I bet they're doing? I bet they're taking the seeds and putting them into the storage. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't touched. As far as I know, they're doing everything themselves. I'm not doing anything over there. I'm out here hunting crows for quest.
Oh, all right. All right, well, we should probably call it right here because I got to go eat my food. My food's getting cold. And we'll call it right there. And then I don't know if I'm going to be doing this next week, but we might come and revisit again at some point. Farms of Plenty. There we go. Farms of Plenty. Now, this is a really great game, but I got a whole bunch of other things I got to work on, everybody. So to kind of catch up, I've been trying to get my videos out. I can't get those videos done because I'm just so picky. I'm just so picky, and I have to have a certain amount of energy to work on them as well. So we're going to go ahead and call it there, and then we'll come back in the future and revisit it. Yeah, we'll come back and definitely work on it some more at some point. It'd be fun to have 4 people in, too. So we have 4 different people working together. Maybe to kind of move this more to the nighttime. Maybe when I'm done with my Fallout 4 run, we can move this to like Sunday night or Monday night or something like that. And then, oh, look at this guy out there fishing. He's out there trying to get that stuff. And by the way, in all the stuff that we're doing, what was that?
I found like a swamp area hut thing, and there's like a water buffalo in this swamp.
Oh, cool. And as you can see, we got tanning stations we can unlock. In the fishing, we can do fishing nets. Type of trap catches small fish, can be used up to 3 times. So then we can make our own fishing nets. We've got decorations. We got rugs. Now these decorations, of course, increase the happiness of your peeps. I didn't even get into the whole happiness thing yet. Again, making things that are cosmetic. Now you can see this stuff costs a lot of cash, right? It was like $1,000 for a bearskin tanning rack or whatnot. But I feel like as you build up momentum, of course, you're going to build up momentum of making money, and then you make the items that you need to sell. Like, I feel like tools would be another great one to work on because we could just make, and we have like so much copper in here, it's crazy. Like right now, I've got 182 copper bars and 322 copper ore because my people are just so awesome at extracting that ore that I could go convert that ore into copper bars myself and then convert it into the most valuable tool and then take that and you know what? Let's just do it. Let's just do it. All right, maybe just a little bit more. This is how it happens, everybody. This is how it happens. All right, out of the way, people. All right, Kismet got, no, I don't want to romance you. I want you out of the way. I got to do the thing here. All right. Let's do some bronze tools. Oh, and see, we need cash to unlock those schematics. So I guess I'm not going to do it. But say I wanted to make a bronze hammer. And the thing is, I would try to figure out what the most valuable thing is as well. So I go in and make some bronze bars and then convert them over and make bronze hammers. Then take those bronze hammers, which actually I can see because I have a bronze hammer in my hand, and then go in and sell it for 130 each. So if I make 10 of those, guess what? That's 1,300 right there. And I have a ton of copper. It's not like I'm hurting for copper or hurting for stuff. Definitely have enough. In fact, I should probably put it back in here so they have it where they can convert it. Now, what's my thing I'm missing? I got 5 bronze bar, probably 10. Maybe I don't have enough tin. Yes, I have 23 tin bars, and I have 873 tin ore. So yes, 873 tin ore should be converted into tin bars. Maybe I can do that. Hold on. And then, of course, that production might go better then. All right, so again, let's go to the forge. I'm going to free that up, get that lady over there. Come on, lady. I got to work here. So yeah, 10 bars. Oops. Oh, that's cool. All right, I didn't mean to just do one. All right, so we hit R on 10 bars, and we'll make 435 10 bars literally in a few seconds here. Again, I like the fact that it doesn't make it take a really long time like you're doing 10 bar, 10 bar, 10 bar. Just do them all at the same time, because if you're doing it, boom, you just did an absolute ton of them. And then I just saved them a lot of work and just kind of sped them along and then put them 10 bars in there and then put the 10 ores in there. And then again, I could go in and then now use the 10 bars and the same thing with the copper ore. We'll go do that conversion. Just like we've been doing with the food, that they're not producing that food. And that's a good problem to have, everybody. It's a problem to have too much stuff, too many resources to do stuff, right? And that gives you that extra bit of ability to manage those as well. Manually manage those. All right, there we go. And then we got copper bars. And then maybe we can make some tin out of those. So we should have kept the 10 bars on us, yes. Okay, 10 bars. And then we have our copper bars, we have our tin bars, and then we can take that. And again, you could have someone who's just doing this, right? Who's making sure that these guys are working at their highest efficiency. And then now we have 161 bronze bars. Just like this. Okay. And then now we can go ahead and take over the anvil here. All right, out the way, guy. Kismet's got to do a job here. And then we'd have to unlock the bronze tools, but we don't have the ability to. So bronze, oh, we already unlocked these. I wonder how much these are worth. Let's make a bronze sickle and find out. Okay, I already unlocked the bronze sickle stuff. So over here, bronze. Whoa! Holy mackerel! That's worth 320. Okay, bronze sickles seem to be the thing. Okay, well, I'm glad I looked at that now. Let's go ahead and see how much it is to do. What's a bronze hoe worth? Right. So again, this is something I would do a spreadsheet of. Everybody, I get a spreadsheet. This is how much this is worth. This is the production of this. This is the overall cost of these to produce. All of that kind of stuff. That's 310. So yeah, bronze sickles seem to be the way to go. Now, of course, each one is going to take a certain amount of logs and bars. So I'm just going to produce all of them over here. And then I'm going to go sell them and have an obscene amount of cash.
Bronze knives are 310.
Nice. Yeah, these are 320. Just I have 160 of them. All right, time to go buy out all the vendors. Here we go. Here we go, everybody. We're gonna buy out the vendors. I'm dirty. There we go. Go for a little bath real quick. All right, let's see if I get to the vendors before the day's over. Now, in theory, the vendors only have so much cash. So if you can go and buy out all the vendors, you basically, this is something I love to get to this point, or you can just start buying out the vendors themselves. All right, just whoever vendor we find, that's the way we're going to use. All right, this lady. All right, how much do you got? She's got 1,000. So we're going to go in there and then dial in 1,000. So, oh, and it tells you how many you can do. 4 total. So boom, I just got all of her cash. Let's go to this guy. Show me your wares. And again, it's cool when you just like suddenly discover, oh wait, I've got a whole bunch of resources and I can, oh, this guy's got 2,000. Let's get his. All right, that's good. This lady, nope, that lady's not a vendor. This guy's a vendor. All right, what do you got? Let's sell him a bunch of sickles. 1,200 from him. Mr. Hat Guy. Where you going, Mr. Hat Guy? You ain't going nowhere. You come back here. So I was tracking this guy down. There's another 2 grand there. This lady a vendor? No. All right. This guy's a vendor over here. Oh, this is my... Man, I can't believe I just... I could have been doing this the whole time. Boom. I could have done this right at the very beginning. And this is where I get in every game that I play, everybody. This is usually my kind of big goal, is to basically be able and buy out every single vendor of their loot. I think I talked to this lady already. Let's go see. No, I didn't. All right, so sell her a bronze sickle. And we just became crazy rich, everybody. I think I talked to this guy already. Yes, 5. Let's just double check all the vendors. And she's got 94. And I could sell her some other stuff. And we talked to that guy. We talked to this guy. All right, we just made 10,000 coin just right there. And,
yeah, no problem.
Yeah, you know, as you do. And I still have 122 left. Hey, Suri, what's 122 times 320?
Well, there are other towns.
122 times 320 is 39,040.
So I basically also, on top of the 10 grand that we just got, I have 40,000 coins left over in bronze sickle. So basically we just became rich. Imagine having 50,000 coins in these days, way back when. That's it.
We'd own the town.
Yeah, we rule, everybody. We rule. So we won this game. We won this game, everybody. I'm so glad I took that extra minute to figure that out. That's us. We won. That's it. We win. We won this game big time. So that tells you, everybody, that actually your mine extraction is a really smart thing to do because they level up really fast on mining. Mine extraction is really good, and then making tools is really good. Man, we just had that sitting around. We probably could have done that last time
too. It's not like we have a bunch.
Yeah, but those guys are just like, they're level 10. They leveled up super fast. Now, see, the smart thing I did, though, and I did it totally on accident, is I put a bunch of people on wood, and so they leveled up on wood, and by the time we had our mine, they were already level 5s and level 6s, so I could then put them on the mines, and then they were going really fast on that, went straight to 10s. So it tells you that your mines are probably your fastest XP accelerator. And then also, just converting that and doing that, and now we're rich. I mean, we could buy pretty much all the patterns and do all the things and whatnot. So basically, we win. We win. All right, we're really stopping now. Okay, I'm definitely gonna save that though. I'm gonna call that dollar bills.
Hold on 1 second.
Dollar bills. Dollar bills. How about just dollar bills with a Z? There we go. Dollar bills, everybody. All right, you running back? What are you doing? Let's go look at the animals while we're waiting.
No, I was trying to kill a crow. I exhausted the crows where I was killing them. I have 1 more for this quest, and he flew off.
Get him next time. All right, I'm logging out. All right, main menu. All right, see, this game is super addictive. That's why we played it for like 14 hours last week. But I can't do that. My food is probably incredibly cold right now. I'll warm it up. Oh, Always fun playing with you, Dio. We'll see you next time.
Yep, not a problem. I'm gonna go play some Fallout 4.
All right, see you. All right, I'm gonna move down to my mod channel, everybody. It's time for the Kismet Love Train. Let's roll out of here. Let's go. All right, everybody. Oh, that game is so fun. Just makes me want to keep going. Now we have all that cash. We could unlock all of our recipes, and now we could do our fences, and we could do all of that, our bigger fences, and move all of our animals over. And then, of course, buy more seeds next year. We could buy out all the seeds, everybody. We can go to the vendor now and buy every single thing out of the vendor and just put all those seeds in there and put all that stuff in there. And that's the moment in which I've won the game, for sure. Because, you know, that's 50,000 gold worth of stuff. And by the way, by the time I am able to spend all that money to all the various vendors, and I could run around to the different cities and do those vendors too. By the time I'm done selling all of that, most likely we would have all of that back again. So now we're in a cycle of making 10, 20, 30, 40,000. So I kind of feel like the fishing is a lot harder because you need the farming to do with it. So tool making, that's the thing, everybody. Tool making is the thing for sure. Especially if you have miners just kicking butt. Now, imagine if I had two things of mining going, right? And of course, now I'm so rich, I could just fast travel between places and drop it off. And say it cost me 400, it cost me 200 to go there, 200 to go back. So that's 400 cost in fast traveling. But if I go over there and I get 10,000 coins worth of cash, well, then it was totally worth it. And also I can recruit more people to come and help. So again, just awesome. Incredibly fantastic game. Highly recommend that. All right, that's it for me right now, everybody. I got to go work on my schedule and a whole bunch of other fun things that I got to do right over here. Now, of course, it's going to be very much the same. You're going to see me later tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Fallout 4. And then, of course, on Monday at 10 p.m. As well, Eastern Standard Time. Then on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, during the day, we're going to do some Fallout 76 at 3 p.m. All next week. And then, of course, Starfield at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then back for some eco. It's going to be super fun, everybody. Definitely want to get that, get the road going on. And then, of course, back in 7 Days to Die, and hopefully get our concrete going. I need that bellows. The bellows, I have to put the bellows in there so I can make concrete so I can upgrade our walls. And then once we get to concrete definitely, it can withstand a lot more damage. But I don't know. We might have to go to steel on some of this stuff too, to kind of try to block these peeps from breaching the side of our base. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. It's going to be an adventure, whether it goes off the rails or whether it doesn't. Now, of course, all of my stuff is over on my social media, everybody. You can help support the stream simply by following those links you're going to see pop up over there. Pop over to YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube now or in the future, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment of dollar bills down below as well. And, of course, you can also hit the bell to get notified whenever I got a new video. I put a video out every single day, as well as I stream every single day on top of the videos that I'm rolling out as from past streams as well. So you can also go over to twitter.com/KismetVP, hit the follow button. The more you guys do all of that, the more giveaways and fun things I get to do. You can check out the Discord, discord.gg/Kismet and kismet.gg. And of course, the best way to support the Kismet Love Train is over on Patreon, patreon.com/Kismet. You can get your name right down there after you're a patron for 1 month. And then as long as you're a patron, your name appears at the end of every stream and every video. So I appreciate it. And also on my schedule as well. So thanks everybody for that love. I appreciate that. And again, I'm going to shower you guys with a bunch of Kiz Caps. And then we're going to call it there. And then I will see you guys again in about, how many hours from now? Let's see, 4.5 hours from now for some Fallout 4. See you then. Bye, everybody.
Hi, this is Norbert. Thanks for watching.